Trunks, and you're listening to Chibi No Podcast.
Protect them all! Oh my god!
Wait, explosion, murder gun! Dynamite!
Destroy.
I'm stronger!
And what is up, peeps? It's time for another episode of Chibi No Podcast. That was rude. You got me, David the Smash Fan.
Me, blip, 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 Mister. Blip, blip.
Miles, the tech guy is not here, so Chaparro is speaking for now.
You always we actually moved that, so I think it's covering your face.
What? Move this?
Miles is, and move it like over there.
There you go.
There you go. Now they can see
Oh,
your face, I guess.
I guess.
So as Chaparro said, we don't have Miles here yet, but he will arrive, as a prophecy was foretold.
You should do like a little effect when he comes, like do like a teleportation. He can sit there.
All right, let me see what music I have. No.
Oh my god, you want
No.
I said forget about it, cuz.
I like that one.
to...
Or that one.
Who are them bitches?
I like that one too. Maybe it's the last one. That
I'm
one
mostly
can-
talking about visual effect, like making appear. I got it here. All right, what up?
Anyway,
It's been 2 weeks.
yeah. So we are just, again, as an introduction, we're a bunch of friends and family, just talking about nerdy stuff, because
We
that's
are
what we
family.
do.
We're family, not you. Get out of here, stranger.
I see how it is. All
Stranger
right.
danger.
I'm not coming here to your family gatherings anymore.
So we have a lot of stuff to talk about. We'll give each thing its own time. But before we go into that, let's go into what we're doing right now. I know
Yeah, what are you doing right now?
I know Mr. Mister's on a marathon of the game Marathon.
So I'm on a couple of things. One, I'm playing Marathon, the new Bungie game that came out. It's an extraction looter shooter. It's really fun. I've been enjoying it. It's one of those games that you have to put in like 5 to 8 hours in order for
Buy
you.
more Pokemon cards.
It was 10 cents each one.
Wow.
No, these are just ones I want that are specifics. And so there it was really fun. I enjoyed it. It was cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm enjoying. I'm gonna play it later tonight. After we're done with this, so we'll finish this quick. So that'll be good. Also, been playing some more Monster Hunter Wilds. They fixed up a lot of stuff, so the game runs better, and it's fun. And then I got some Pokemon cards. I went to Game Haven to look for some specific cards I wanted. So I got myself a Steelix because they don't make it's just hard to get a Steelix. I got a Totodile because I like Totodile. He's one of my favorite starters. I got Feraligatr and Crocodile. So yeah,
Are you watching Twitch while we're recording?
watching our brother-in-law, future brother-in-law. So yeah, I'm supporting him by putting in time. It's muted. You don't see nothing. So relax.
Okay, shout out. To, what?
see
Okay,
stuff.
let's give. I didn't know. Shout out. What's it?
Zist.
We'll put it right
ZISTK.
here. You can follow it right here.
Yeah, ZISTK at
Right
twitch.com.
He's Hawaiian.
Right here.
Listen.
From
If
Hawaii. He's not Hawaiian.
if you get into his chat, please. He loves talking about Hawaiian food. So talk about them pizzas. Talk about them Hawaiian haystacks. He loves it. Okay, please.
Okay.
He loves it.
Yeah.
How many views he has?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's about having fun, Japorian. How about you just think about that?
I'm just
Gosh.
curious, man.
How about you watch and
I
be
can't
curious that
because
way?
he actually is.
I told you where to
Look at the
go
video.
on your phone. Do it.
No, you didn't.
No, the more viewers, the
You
better.
didn't see it.
I said
We're gonna
Zist.
post it. You're gonna post
Zist. I
it.
said Zist.
I'm here.
ZISTK. on
Commit
Twitch.
the recording.
No, it's twitch.tv//zist. ZISTK. There you go.
You know the is there a significance to that, or is that just
I don't know. I haven't asked him.
wow?
What
I
kind
don't
of
know.
family are you?
Not the best.
I noticed.
Japorian, what about you? What have you been up to?
I've been watching Scrubs. I'm caught up with a new season.
Oh, same here.
I've been watching. Watching Scrubs. I'm currently in the second season of the old show. I've been watching Monarch, which was really.
Season
two? Oh, yeah, I
I've
wanna
heard.
watch
I've heard
season 2 of
great
Monarch, but-
stuff.
I have not. I don't want to pay for Apple.
You haven't seen it?
I haven't paid for Apple. I don't want to pay for it.
There's other ways.
I know.
I'm pretty sure Miles has it on.
I don't
Like-
think
Oh, he has. I don't think he's watched
Why are you
it.
lying, David?
But I know there's. I know a website I can go to, so I'm good.
I'm not that content, but like I said, it's
pirate website.
it's been pretty fun. I actually like it a lot. They're doing a good job.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they make the daughter not as annoying? You can give me that kind of spoiler. Is she not as annoying as season 1? I mean, even if she is annoying or more, then
I think she's less annoying. But
Thank
like
God.
again, to me, it didn't feel like she was annoying. To you, for sure. Like I'm looking from your.
He's biased, you know that.
Your point of view.
No, I'm not. What do you mean?
No,
I'm
I
biased?
said Japorian's biased.
No, I like actually without. I don't think she has done a bad job in the first season.
No, I mean she's good at.
No,
what
she's
doing,
good
being
at. She's
annoying.
good at being annoying.
Like she's a good at. Like
Come
I'm
on,
not saying
have
she's.
you?
I'm not saying she's a bad actress. I'm just saying the character they made for her in the first season was super annoying. So I hope they.
I didn't find her
down.
annoying in the show.
I hope they dialed her
Again,
down.
biased. Anyway, cool. What else? Did you finish Yote yet?
I did, but I'm pissed.
Why?
Well, I think I mentioned to you guys. So Ghost of Tsushima and Ghost of Yote had done something really cool that if you actually were to finish the game by a certain date and time, and if you 100% complete it, you're allowed to buy exclusive merch. So specifically,
Like what?
like shirts, jackets, pants, stuff like that. So I finished Ghost of Tsushima, which I was able to do it. I was really happy about it. Ghost of Yote, I finished the game, but I didn't finish all the achievements. And if you were to finish all the achievements, you actually get to buy like other stuff as well.
Okay.
So I was currently playing the game, trying to finish the game as soon as possible, just to finish all the achievements. And yesterday, I found out that they released new content, which is the new DLC multiplayer, which is awesome. But it kind of sucks because if I order for me to get 100%, I have to finish the achievements on the multiplayer, which I don't mind. I don't mind it.
Yeah, but you have
But-
to not have someone play with you on it,
And
right?
that's my problem because Miles doesn't like the game. Carranza, I don't know, maybe I'll ask him. We can finish that.
Didn't he play? I don't know if he finished it, but
We
I
finished
know,
together.
Okay.
They finished the first game multiplayer together, and we 100% it, and that's why I like.
Wasn't there someone else who was? I know Miles did
Miles,
it, but there's someone
he
else.
doesn't- He doesn't
Carranza.
care for the sequel.
and Carranza as well.
Okay,
He
okay.
doesn't care for the sequel. That's it.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the thing. Like, even if I need more people to play, but then again, it will be kind of difficult. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to like get it because you have to finish the game by until a certain date. But
How
we'll
about
see.
you reach out to maybe Paul, our first and most faithful viewer, will reach out to the other people
no.
on the internet. You can play
I will
multiplayer
do
that
that,
way.
but the only problem is that there's knowing how the game was in the first game, which was a failed DLC. The multiplayer requires to actually have 4 people to finish.
Wait, 4?
Yeah, which is kind of crazy, but at the same time is really awesome though. Like if I have enough people to play, I will do it.
Yeah, but I think that's ridiculous. You need 4 people. Like it's not like you just need to finish
No,
multiplayer.
you need a squad. It's kind of
Yeah, you need a squad.
It's like Destiny. If you want to complete a raid, you need to have a team of 6.
And the thing about this,
Yeah, but that's always been like the multiplayer before.
Well-
It was just 2, right?
no,
oh,
it was
it's
fun.
always 4.
From the Tsushima, but you only had to beat it with 2 people.
No, last time I did it with Miles.
But the achievements
Carranza,
to get 100 points, did you need to beat it with
4.
4?
Well, there's different tiers. One of the last tiers is you actually have to play with 4 people. And the thing about this, you have to have communication nonstop. At least how it was in the first game, to basically finish the whole thing because it requires collaboration, which is really cool, really awesome.
Reach out to your PlayStation friends, man.
Well, that's what I need to do. Well, I don't know if I'm able to finish by the deadline though.
You can
So-
find people.
You can grind it.
No, I can grind it, but I need to have people to play with. So that's the thing.
Dude, Mister, I'm pretty sure there's some of your gamer guys from Destiny that know gamers that.
He could literally just go on the Utah Gamers page. He's fine.
How about you just do it for him?
He can do it. He's a grown ass man.
I didn't say any help. I just said that I don't know if I'll be able to finish
needs
the
help.
whole
You
time.
can find.
Help him.
Can't you just do a random search and play with 4 players to do the
I
things?
could. Like I said,
Good.
that's the thing. But I don't know if the time. I have to basically finish that in less than a month. Which I don't know if the time. Well, it's not like I sit there. I'll play all nonstop every day now. So,
Well, we'll see. Hopefully, you can win.
but yeah, it's gonna be good. I watched Hoppers, which was a really good movie. It's a new Pixar movie.
I heard
I
it
don't
was.
care for that.
I heard it was
Dude.
interesting.
Dude, I gotta say, I was like, my expectations were really low. By the time I finished, I was like, man,
I heard it was funny.
it was a good movie.
I don't care for that.
It was one of the best. It's around Coco level movies for me, at the very least, and that is a lot. Like most of the Pixar movies that have released recently have been hit or miss, but this movie was pretty good, and my kid loved that too.
Okay.
So you may want to check it out if you
Nice.
haven't had a chance to watch it.
All right.
What about you? What have you been up to, sir?
Been playing Rivals. I've been watching Scrubs. What else did I do?
You're just telling me you.
I watched. So there's a YouTuber that I like watching. His name is Alex Hefner. He did music reviews, and now he does movie reviews. And he's interesting because he, growing up, like his family, I don't know all of like the background, but like his family was very strict in what he could and couldn't watch. So there's a lot of movies that he just didn't watch as a kid.
Sure.
So now kind of what he's been doing is that he's made this reaction channel where he watches all these movies that he's never watched.
Oh, fine.
And so now he's like starting to get to things.
Is it a review or reaction channel?
Reaction.
Okay.
And so one of them that he did, what he did was for Top Gun Maverick. So I was like, oh, you know what? Miles had told me forever to watch it. Okay, I'll watch it.
You watch it?
Finally watched it.
What do you think?
And then I watched his reaction to it. His reaction really good. I was pleasantly surprised. I did not think it was going to be. It wasn't as cheesy as the first one.
You're sure?
Wait, it's the 80s.
Yeah, but I still was expecting some cheese. But it wasn't as bad. And I guess I had forgotten that Val Kilmer had throat cancer while they were filming this, and so they kind of incorporated that into the story. If you've never watched it, so it's really
character.
Yeah, into his character. So it's really cool.
You watch F1 too, right?
I did.
No, I watched the other one.
What
What was the other one that we saw? That we saw in theaters. What was
It
the?
was F1. Yeah.
Was
Was that F1?
That's F1.
Okay, sorry, because there's F1. There's like another one that.
Gran Turismo.
No, there was another one. The
Gran
Ferrari one.
Ford
versus
versus Ferrari.
Yeah, that's the one I haven't seen.
That was good.
That's what
So F1 we did see because that's with Brad Pitt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great movie.
That's a great
I was expecting like.
So the
This is
guy
gonna
who
be-
directed the Maverick also directed this movie.
Okay,
And he's also
I can see that.
And he's also nominated for an Oscar, so they might get something.
I don't give a
If
shit
you've
about
never
that,
seen,
but
if you've
yeah.
never seen F1, like again, I'm not a huge car fan.
It's a good movie.
I was so surprised. Like, you know what? This is actually really good.
Watch it with like surround sound and all this stuff. Don't use your TV. Get like a surround sound bar.
Well, you can get a system, yeah. So
Yeah, watch it with that. It's way worth it. And if you can get like a good TV, it's awesome. It gets you on your like your hairs.
We reviewed it a while ago when
And
it
you know
first
what,
came out.
you know what's crazy about this? Apple is the one who produced the movie.
Yeah,
don't
I know.
care about that.
no, I'm not gonna say like in case people. didn't
Well,
know,
no, they produced other things that I think were trash. I can't remember what movie.
most of the
I
stuff that
don't
they have
care.
done. I don't know if they have done a lot of movies, but they have done a lot of TV shows, like Monarch. Monarch was pretty good.
Monarch did
Most
Ted
of the
Lasso.
shows that last, most of the things that they do, Severance, man, that show was amazing. But I haven't seen them making movies. But yes, F1, it's a really good one.
Yeah.
So
There you go, guys. That's what we've been up to.
reactions, yeah.
Yep, reactions.
Fine.
So anyway, all right. So watch Alex Hefner. He's really good. He reminds me a lot of Miles. I had Miles look at it. I don't think Miles agreed with me, but that's okay. All right, let's begin. Let's go over because we have a lot of stuff to go over, and we're not going to spend too much time on some of these because some of these are just kind of not that they're not, which isn't. It's not. We're not going to talk about
It's
too
a
much.
lot to do.
I mean, you
So-
can skip them if you don't.
Yeah.
want to
So
do it.
first one. This might. Well, again, I know your wife is a big Fortnite player.
Sure,
I don't know how often she buys the battle passes or whatever that, but
I don't know. I really
that's
don't know.
a whole other conversation there. But anyway, they apparently have changed the amount of V-Bucks that you get per battle pass per. Let me see if I can read it correctly. So you get fewer V-Bucks for your money. So if it was like 100 V-Bucks for $1, now it's $2. Or I don't know how much it is, but like maybe $1.50 or $2 for 100 V-Bucks. So they made it more expensive.
Oh,
So
the
there's
price
that.
of V-Bucks went up.
Yeah, V-Bucks. You get fewer V-Bucks in the battle pass and fewer V-Bucks as part of the Fortnite crew's monthly subscription. So people are pissed.
Yeah, I would be too.
So there's been a huge uproar. People saying, "Yeah, we're not going to buy the next battle pass."
Well, because I mean, I would say this to be quick with it. Fortnite and I just only these two I know for a fact. Fortnite and Call of Duty, with their battle passes, they give you enough credit so you can buy the next battle pass.
Right.
So anytime you buy it with cash, it's if you keep up with the battle pass, you don't ever have to pay any more cash. You get enough to do it. So if they lowered it this way too, or just made buying the currency V-Bucks or whatever more, yeah, I can understand why people getting upset and why they are the way they are acting. And yeah, it's warranted. Like, it's not cool because I mean, you're this is literally greed in that sense because
I mean, the old
They make-
prices.
No, but like Fortnite makes so much money.
Yeah, I know.
So like for them to
Well,
increase it,
and
get it?
that's the whole thing. That's where they're getting confused because Fortnite has said that it has gotten the cost of running Fortnite. Quote: This is the quote has gone up a lot, and we're raising prices to help pay the bills.
Yeah, because
right.
oil.
No,
How is oil going to affect them? What the fudge?
no, they know what they're doing. They're it's not that big of an issue. They're just being greedy. That's literally.
I
what it
mean,
is.
every company has to up their price.
No, they
and-
don't. They don't.
No,
have to.
they don't have to.
They
Did you
don't
happen
have to.
I just shared just before I got here. Amazon is doing now.
I'm saying they don't have to. They want.
That
they
has
don't
that
have
has
to.
been
but
that has
they're
been
doing
so.
it.
But yeah, but you said they have to. They don't have to. They're
They're
doing it
not.
because they want to.
Well,
Yeah, they don't have to. They don't have to do anything.
Yeah, that's different.
they
That's
need.
different.
Well, that's
No,
not
They
every
don't
company.
need- they want to. Yeah, that's that's being greedy.
Well,
That's
need on their
different.
point because they need the money.
No.
It's true.
No,
They
get
don't
outta
need
here.
it. No.
So a lot of people are sending like their screenshots of them canceling their monthly subscription and saying they're not going to buy the next the next battle pass. So I'm wondering how much of an impact this will have. I hope it does
because Fortnite is Fortnite. If it echoes through a Fortnite, it'll echo through other games that do battle passes like this. So I hope it does, and I hope it screws over Fortnite in that sense, and they lower their prices. Like that's just what it is, or do deals with their prices. I don't know, something like that at least to get people back into it. But if they're just gonna do that, they should really do that. But who knows? Who knows if this is just a 1% thing of people are just going to be the ones who 1% of people are not going to be buying it, so it doesn't make a drop in the bucket. But
That is
I would
true.
like for people to keep up their promises so that this fucks over Fortnite.
The only
That'd be
thing
nice.
that could change that if they release something that people really really like.
No, I don't think any of the skins or anything is going to be worth it. They don't have any like great skins right now.
Like I said, if they were to drop something
They
really,
have
even
a lot
then-
of great skins. What are you talking
No,
about?
for this next
Dude,
season for the
Godzilla
battle
with the
pass.
for
sneakers?
the next
For the battle pass, you fool.
new skins.
I'm telling you, like I said, if
New
they were
skins.
to release something that people really really like, they will.
I would
hope-
like for it to fail. Then, if
Yeah.
that was the case, even though it would be cool, I would like for them to fail.
Because now, like the price, like either way, the price is going to go up. Let's say it's like 400 V-Bucks. Thank you for coughing on me. 400 V-Bucks for whatever. Now the price actually pay for that if you don't have enough from the battle pass is now
Yeah,
more. So
well,
now the skins
yeah.
are getting more expensive. So it's like, I hope they fail on that too.
I hope it does.
Fudge you, Fortnite.
Epic.
Let's move on. Okay.
All right, what you got?
Now we got so there was, if you know that we have Shark King and he's like the biggest Pokemon fan.
Yeah, he's not
the
here.
only Pokemon master here. And that's true, Paul. And so he had told us a while back that there was floating around like the new sets that are going to come out soon. One of them was Chaos Rising. It's an expansion on the Mega. So that has been officially announced. It has the box and it has the Mega Greninja.
Mega Greninja.
I'm not a big fan
What
of
do you
it.
hate?
I'm not. I don't think it's. I think it's a lazy design. It's gonna have that one and Mega Floette. I think is the ones that they showed. There's more cards that they've shown. So they have Mega Drag. I can't say the last name. Dragalil.
The last name.
Dragalge.
What's his last name?
Dragalge.
What family is he from?
Dragalge.
Dragalge.
Like algae
Yeah.
Dragalge. Come on,
Dragalge.
dude.
They have the Mega Floette, the Mega Pyroar, and then obviously the Mega Greninja. Those are the big ones.
Where's my Mega Bidoof?
Fudge Mega Bidoof. So they said that it's gonna come out May 22nd.
All right.
Pre-orders are gonna come out soon.
Are you gonna order it?
They just said, I'm going to try. Dude, it's still super hard to get them.
I'm not surprised.
We'll see what happens. So let's see here. Pre-orders. Oh, no. What is it? Before Chaos Rising, the next set to release for Pokemon TCG, the Mega Evolution, is Perfect Order. That's the next one coming out. That's going to be March 27th.
Yep.
So, we'll see what happens. We'll see if we can get them. I mean, I know Shark King will get them, but I wonder if anyone else will be able to get them.
Nico.
Yeah, of course. Nico's gonna get them. So I'm excited. They look cool. I like the actual cards. They look cool, regardless of how I feel about the design. The cards
I told
themselves.
this much. I
look
think
good.
when they announced Mega Evolutions, I was mostly like, this is kind of weird. But the more I think about it, the more like I get it. I think they're growing on me. Like the Dragonite, people hate it. That design.
I'm still not a fan of it.
It's growing. Like Halucha.
Okay,
Oh, that was
I'm
a
not
great-
saying that they're not great. There are some great megas, but for every like Halucha, you have a freaking Starmie.
Dude, people love it.
Starmie's a freaking
Dude, people love it.
stupid.
You miss
Starmie
this-
is a troll.
It's a troll
Starmie,
mega.
but people
the
like it.
the
People love
Victory
it.
Bell, that one's stupid as
I haven't
fudge.
seen that as much. But
That
I
one's
gotta
the
say,
worst. That one's the worst.
It kind
Mega
of grows on
Clefable
you.
looks bad too.
It kind
Which
of
one?
grows on you.
Mega Clefable.
Yeah, I'm also not a big fan of Mega for Alligator. I don't think
I like
that
Mega
was.
for
I like
Alligator.
Alligator.
I think it was super lazy.
No, I think
No, it's lazy, but yeah,
It's
it grows
lazy.
on you.
grown on me.
It doesn't have to be like what Digimon.
It should be. It could be. That's the whole thing.
They don't have to.
No, I'm not saying it doesn't have to be. It should be.
The thing that makes it lazy is that for Alligator goes Water Dragon, and
Yeah.
they give you this look where it could have made him give him like a serpentine look because he's a water, he's a lizard type of thing,
Sure.
Alligator, but they could have gone more of like, okay, now that he's a dragon type, steer him more towards, I would say, I guess in the signs of like a Chinese dragon because they're long and elongated and but like a water dragon or something like that. They could have done something like that, but they give him like, oh, let's just give him this thing where he has things on his arm and on his head and it turns into a mouth. I'm like, it doesn't give me anything.
Sure,
dragon.
some of the designs,
And it's
might
not
be
like,
lazy,
and it's not like if it had encompassed his head the entire time, I think it would have been a better look. But it's only like whenever you attack, you just kind of go to that, and I don't like that.
Yeah, I mean, whereas like Mega Meganium, it looks good. It's like it gives him the bright, colorful lion's mane because I'm just going to say lion's mane. It's just easier. And then Mega Embor just. It's okay.
It's not okay. It's not.
okay.
No, I gotta say though, look, going back to Pokemon cards though, I think like whenever they released those into Pokemon cards, I think that it was a good choice into bringing that into the card meta.
I was thinking Mega Greninja. It's like let's just put them backwards in color. One thing I think is dumb.
Just watch, it's gonna be the most expensive card in the set.
No,
it's not.
It's not. It's not. And Mega Floette is okay too. It's also not like my favorite. There's more Megas that I'm just disappointed in than I like.
It's okay. We're gonna have more Megas. Like Greninja, no,
Greninja, no.
Lucario.
Lucario, yeah, and then Garchomp has his two Megas,
His
Z and regular.
There's a chance they may get different evolutions. So, watch out.
I doubt it.
No.
And because of the pool is so
they
small,
It could be
They
interesting
could.
because Pokemon Winds and Waves is coming out next year, so they could start slowly
that's
releasing.
That's if.
I'm saying
How many
they could
Mega
start
evolutions
slowly
does Charizard
releasing
have?
more.
2. Mewtwo has 2. Like all
Yeah,
the
Garchomp
Pokemon-
has 2.
Exactly. That's like I think they can release more.
But it's like, I think again they are very hit and miss in their design. Charizard of their two designs,
okay.
both of them are they're not great. One of them is
Wait, you don't like the Charizard Mega Evolutions?
no. I'm saying of the two, there's one that is far superior than the other one, and I don't like the other
I
one.
think both are really good, except
I think they're good.
his X is way better than his Y, but the Y has grown a lot. Like where it's a really
think
good
it
design.
takes-
It's not terrible.
I think it's a
fine.
better. I think
It
it's a
takes
better Pokemon to use. Like his actual
X design, his
yeah.
X design is S tier. His Y design is an A tier.
I would put it at B.
No,
it's not. It's not. It's not super great.
Like I said,
Mewtwo's 2, his X and Y.
No, Mewtwo's Y looks better than his X, but
I don't know
they're
which one is
not-
which.
Y is the
But the one where he's like
when
he's
he's first psychic fighting.
like Boo.
That's his
No,
X.
the one that looks
And
like Boo.
when he looks like Boo is his Y. Y.
I don't know.
So-
I'm just talking about specific aesthetics.
Yeah, but I'm saying the designs. Yeah, they're good. They're good, but they're not like S or A. I think
They're
they're
not gonna
B
be
or
like
C.
everything is gonna be an A.
They're
They
B
have
or
to
C.
have
No.
like a hit
But
and
I'm
miss, though.
saying like you have a team of people that are supposed to be imaginary people. Like their
Sure.
imagination is supposed to be great, and it's like let's do this to Greninja or let's do this to Dragon. Again, in my opinion, I don't think that's very creative.
Have you considered that's a creative choice that they made?
No, because that's stupid.
Why
Because they're
not?
not using
Why
that. They're
not?
They're not
How
using
do
the
you
creative
notice?
side.
No,
That's just
Just
I
because
would
you
say
don't like
no.
it.
I know.
doesn't
I don't think it's
mean-
creative.
The majority of people have argued that a lot of these megas don't really look that great. So I could argue that they would be right because like Victory Bells megas kind of trash. Starmie's is pretty trash.
It's not that it's
Clefable
trash.
is
It's just it's
trash.
very lazy.
They're very lazy. They're not that great. And if it's a majority of people are saying it, then that means it's not good. It doesn't matter if.
But okay, they might say that, but does
A majority,
It
that's
grows.
the whole point.
Sure.
No, I don't
sure.
think-
Even if that were to be the case, it grows on you. Then.
As a meme, probably, but not
Yeah,
as an
the
actual good
only
design.
one that's
No,
grown-
tell
the
me
only one
who's
that's
gonna be
grown-
like in 10 years? Gonna be like that Starmie Mega. Wow, what
No,
a great design.
Starmie's the only one that's going to be growing.
Victory
that
Bell,
way.
they're not gonna say that.
Starmie's the only one because it became a meme because it was the Patrick meme. That's it. That's so Starmie's
But that's
the only,
different.
No, I know, but you're making a bad argument. Starmie's the only one that's going to grow that people are going to like.
I don't think it's the only one.
I don't think they're going to like.
Victor Bill's not going to grow. Mega Clefable's not going to grow. Dragonite's growing because
It's growing,
Dragonite
and people
is
hate
Gen
it.
1, and people like Dragonite, and then they do full circle on Dragon.
But when it first came
Dratini,
out, people were
Dragonaire's
hating on that design.
I'm
But
still not a big fan of it.
It doesn't matter about you. I'm saying for the
I
majority.
know.
It
So
got
I'm
to the
saying
point that
those
it has
two are
its own
going to be
ETB
going better.
box. I'm telling
but
you.
all
like,
of those two, the other two, terrible.
I will talk about this 10 years later and be like, hey, let's take a poll. Right now, do you like Starmie's Mega? They're going to say, fudge no. It's going to be a small window of these memes and then it's going to be gone.
no, I think people.
Now, I don't know. You're
I'm telling you, man.
writing them, Paul. You got to
Anyways,
stop it.
Anyways, keep moving.
So, Chainsaw Man had a weird chapter.
Sure.
No,
That's how you always do this every week.
I don't know.
No, well,
anything
first of
about
all,
it. I don't
first of
read
all,
Okay,
Chainsaw Man
I'm
has
gonna hate
been
again.
this
All
whole
right.
thing of like, I guess there was a core, I don't know, a part one with Makima, great, it ended great, and then this other one was like with Asa, it's like, yeah, and then it's like, oh, it started to go up, and then it got weirder and weirder, and then it's like, I guess I don't know if it was a mistranslation or whatever, but this last chapter,
Okay, wait a minute.
they said
when you read that, was it official or
No,
was
it wasn't
fan
official.
sub?
Because he really
no,
finds out.
these were from the scans, and so people
yeah,
reading
yeah.
the Japanese scans, and they corrected this in another article. But basically, they said
Okay.
the Chainsaw Man is ending next chapter. So they're like, what?
Oh no!
And
For
so-
somebody who doesn't care. Oh no!
And so I was just so confused because they ended the chapter with like a huge thing happened. And I was like, what? That to me it just came out of nowhere. But then Shonen Jump changed it from, instead of saying final chapter coming 324, they changed it to now say to be continued.
So part 3.
So
it's Chainsaw Man Z.
well, I don't know if it's part 3 basically,
'cause
but it said
part
Chainsaw
one
Man.
is the-
They said Chainsaw Man is ending, but details are yet to be confirmed. So
Chainsaw
that's
Man
what
Z.
Viz Media said.
Okay.
Chainsaw Man
so
Z, okay.
I don't think it's ending. I feel like there will be more to come.
What
Well-
Chainsaw Man is ending.
it could be.
I don't know how
Chainsaw
you
Man,
just misinterpret that.
Well,
Just Chainsaw Man itself could be.
Well, the
ending
same
in
thing.
Chainsaw Man
Dragon
Z.
Ball,
different.
Dragon Ball ended. Oh
That's what
wait,
I'm saying.
Dragon Ball's a continuation. Dragon Ball Z is a continuation.
That's what they're probably doing.
That's
yeah,
what
but
I'm saying.
the manga was always Dragon Ball throughout Japan's continuation of the publication of the actual manga. It never switched to Z. It was always Dragon Ball.
I know, but he can do what he wants.
But he never. Yeah, I
doesn't
know.
have to
Yeah,
follow
but he
the same
didn't
format.
say. But he didn't say to be continued or.
Chainsaw Man
to-
Vortex.
I don't
Like I
know.
said, it
But
could
again,
be another part. It's like JoJo. JoJo ended. Oh, hey, there's another part.
What if it's Hatchet Man
Hatchet Man,
or Scythe Man?
Scythe Man.
Yeah, and say Chainsaw Man.
I wouldn't be surprised, especially
Lawnmower
when it,
Man.
especially when it
I don't know.
comes
I don't give a shit
to.
about
Lawnmower Man.
I don't- I don't-
I'd read that.
I was gonna say
I don't care about the franchise.
especially-
I don't know.
But I gotta tell you this much: people in Japan love this guy to the point that most of his work has been adapted into like anime series, shorts, movies. So I think there is something else to come. I wouldn't say it's the ending of this. I'll probably say it's the ending of this particular part ending, but I think there will be another like a continuation under a different name, perhaps. That's my take. I could be wrong.
I don't know.
But
When I read this
haven't
chapter,
read the
I
last
don't.
chapter.
Okay,
Do you feel like it was complete?
I don't understand what happened.
Okay, then therefore I think
The
there's
thing
more.
is, like, but again, from
Because-
what people have analyzed, and again, I don't know how much they know. Again, I don't know how much they're saying like this is actual true or not about like the actual lore of what they've established in the manga. I don't know because I don't understand. But something happens, and I'm just like, my thing is like, where do they go from here?
well,
Like it looks like it would be completely like everything is like. I won't even say anything. It feels like it's end. Like it's a hard end.
so I'll tell you this much: when the first part ended, they actually call it the end as well.
And I would have been okay with that. I think the second part was a very
But like I said,
missed
I
opportunity.
think there is a lot more that he has to tell. And even if you may not like it, some of his style and some of his other stories are on part of what this part that you don't like is. A great example, read Fire Punch. He also wrote that as well. It's wild. It's crazy wild. I feel like Chainsaw Man has been tame for the very first part. Second part is a little bit more on part.
Tame in what way?
And the weirdness is how weird it gets.
And how weird it gets. I feel like it's not. Again, there's being not formulaic, which I can understand, and then there's him, which I don't. I think his part is just kind of it's too far out there. Hey, what's up,
I
Miles?
was gonna say we just have to wait and
Scoot
see.
over here.
Gotta wait and see.
Again, I think after this part, I'm done with Chainsaw Man. It's just what I feel is like they have these chapters, and all of a sudden at the very last panel, oh, it's a surprise! Like something happened. Like, okay, that was out of nowhere. Okay, next chapter. Okay, it's like starting to build. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, oh, this happened.
I'll say,
and I don't like his artistic style either.
Like I said, you're as long as you're with Rent a Girlfriend, you will continue.
Nope, I will not.
No, this guy never. He always.
I have my guilty pleasures, and Rent a Girlfriend is one of them. Not lying.
You like trash.
It is
That's different.
It is. Yeah, that's why it's called a guilty pleasure. It's not good.
Yeah, I guess.
But Chainsaw Man is to the point where it's just. It's not even that it's like a guilty pleasure. It's just. I feel like it just got
You just want to
bad.
finish it? I don't know.
No, after this part, I'm done.
Okay. Well, I better not hear it being brought up at the next.
You're the with.
Well, if it comes up in the news, then we'll talk about it.
Oh, you're gonna read it, see?
But I'm not gonna read it.
I've never watched a single thing of Chainsaw Man, so I don't know shit
I like
about
it. I like it a lot.
I don't care enough about it to know.
The movie was also pretty good.
The filler?
No, it was actually legit art.
The recap movie?
No, it's this entire arc.
The next arc.
Oh, I don't care enough. I don't
There you
know
go.
anything.
All right, what you got next?
Next one, we're flying through these, Miles.
Hi,
FYI.
guys.
Yeah,
What's up, Miles?
Hi.
I said hi.
I know you did.
Okay.
I just got done seeing Jeff Dunham. It was hilarious.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Okay, what you got?
Samurai Champloo is getting a live action
Yes.
What?
from
Netflix?
the One Piece Cowboy Bebop production team.
Yes.
Wait. You mixed One Piece and Cowboy Bebop.
Well,
The
interesting
production
enough,
team.
The production team that did
The
Cowboy
live
Bebop,
action Cowboy
also
Bebop
did
and the
One
live
Piece.
action One Piece. They're making
Production like the producers?
Yes.
Or okay. So not directors. We're just talking about
production team.
That's
They're
fi-
making
that's
Samurai
different. That's
Champloo.
fine. Okay.
So if you haven't watched Samurai Champloo, it's in the way that Cowboy Bebop is like episodic. Samurai Champloo is kind of the same way. They become connected in some way, like near the end, because there is an actual like final story arc. But it's really, really, it's amazing. Like the way that they incorporate, like especially like hip hop music into it is just, it's fantastic. So
Only 13 episodes of the anime, right?
26.
Oh, 26. That's right. It's
They could
part
do
1 and
one
2.
season.
That's
They
right.
could do a four.
So
6
again,
episodes.
the good thing about this is
The mangaka's involved. They're gonna bring the manga.
They could do it
Yeah.
in one season, I think.
Yeah,
I
6
think
episodes.
It depends
Or
on what
8,
it
whatever.
depends on
Yeah,
what
something
what
like that, yeah.
it depends on what they want. Okay, so I guess I want to talk a little bit about this because what happened with Cowboy Bebop. Cowboy Bebop again is episodic as well, right? There are stuff that kind of intertwine throughout the entire series,
Sure.
but it's fairly like episodic. And the live action one, what they try to do, they try to make more things intertwine together, right? So that's what they try to do, and there were some liberties they took in deviating from the source material, which again is fine, but it just didn't hit with a lot of people.
Like flow properly, right?
Yeah, it just didn't hit very well. And then some of the parts that they adapted were from like the final episodes, but they kind of put into the first season at the end of that, and they introduced all of the characters in the first season.
So it came off kind of weird a little bit. Or?
It was very mismatched. There were some cool. There were cool episodes. There were cool parts in it, but some of the parts just felt like super. I don't know how you describe it. Like,
Much. People did not like it.
Yeah, I
And-
heard it. They really
But
didn't
even,
like it.
Even sucks on the Cowboy Bebop at the very episode. They introduced Ed at the very last, setting it up for the second season. And I guess, technically the character was very cheesy.
Here's the thing: they made Ed a 1-to-1 from the anime, and as we know that if you're adapting to live action, you can't. Some of this stuff you can't do 1-to-1. It just doesn't translate correctly.
They only show 10 seconds.
Oh, that was enough. That was enough to be like, no, this is. He acted exactly like Ed does in the anime, like exactly 1-to-1, and it just does not translate well.
But I don't think that was the reason that they canceled though.
That's not the reason they canceled, but again, that's kind of showing where when you do live action, you can't go to the extremes that anime does, because anime has the liberty to be a lot more expression with how they draw things. They can do whatever they want, but with live action, like you're very limited to what you can do with a person with physical stuff as well.
I know we're going to bring it up later, but One Piece is a perfect example of how you do it right, and the rating show.
Yeah.
And it's like you either like full send in the way you're going to go, or you kind of do that wishy-washy where it's almost like the director doesn't know, like, I'm going to go realism here, but then cheese here. And it kind of just, I feel like you need to kind of have like, you need to kind of know where you're going to be at and just kind of go for it. If that makes sense.
And
I don't
think
know.
it's just a wait and see
hard.
because
It's really hard.
I feel like Cowboy Bebop was the sacrificial lamb.
Yeah,
But I
because it doesn't
liked-
need to be over the top with Cowboy Bebop,
Well,
right? You
Cowboy
can be more
Bebop-
steady.
Couple people, but I think their biggest issue with the live action was where they took creative liberties, and that's where it went bad. The other big thing
Was
was
it the message? Because that's what I kind of heard. There were some issues with kind of some debates from between the people.
No, it was. So they tried. So in the anime, my mind just went blank. Who's the
Spike.
no, not Spike, the antagonist, the final boss. I was gonna say
haven't watched the anime. I've only
Vigo or
watched some
something,
of the
but it's
anime.
not that. But anyway,
I remember.
I
they
remember.
made him part of it from the very beginning, which he was never introduced until the last few episodes. Like he was talked
Is it
about
one of
maybe
those
once or
ones Where
twice.
it's like that villain where you don't really know who the villain is, and then the person like the ringleader controlling everything appears at the last moment, kind of like that.
It wasn't that like there was he was never really a part of it. He was a great villain for Spike, but they tried to intertwine his story and make him a very different type of character from the beginning. He wasn't like this very astute, this very like malicious villain that he was in the anime. He was like this scared, like this timid
Like,
type of person. Like he was completely different.
No,
and then they
no,
did
you
a
can't do
twist.
that.
They did a twist on who the actual villain is, or not villain, but like who actually is like pulling strings. And people didn't like that either.
How did you like it?
I didn't like that twist.
Okay.
I thought it was a very bad twist to make. And again, they did other things that were not that great. Again, I did like parts of it.
There's things you did like.
Yeah, it wasn't like all bad,
right.
but it just was consistently they were making errors, and that's why no one liked it.
But
It's
also-
not getting a season 2, right?
No, it got canceled.
Oh.
It got canceled.
and
like,
they had the they had the
pretty
music.
early.
They had the composer from the original Cowboy Bebop come. Like they
That's
did
cool.
invest.
They did
music
a
was
lot of
good.
effort in there.
Music was good,
But
but
when it comes to like the execution, once again, it was one attempt of making another live action like it used to be in the past.
Writing and director issues.
Correct. And I feel like they learn a lot from that. I'm guessing. Well, One Piece is a big example of that, right?
It's kind of the exception
I was,
of the rule, though.
but I was surprised as to see how much, like it was done by the same studio. Like if it were to be somebody else, okay, but it's the same studio. So I guess there's some learnings that they have done when it comes to Cowboy Bebop that make it into One Piece. When it comes to Samurai Champloo, I'm gonna be cautious.
I'd be
Of
cautious
course.
because, the thing that put me away from Cowboy Bebop was just, I love him, but having Harold be cast as Spike was just weird. I mean, I love him; he's a great comedian, but
I thought he did a great job.
and you can think that, but what I'm saying is just like even the trailer and how it displayed is like, this just does not seem like that Cowboy Bebop stuff. So it pushed me away. I'm not saying he did a bad job. It didn't look fitting to like what I was expecting. I guess so. I didn't try watching
I think
because
when
of
when it
stuff
comes to
like that.
Champloo, it's more like realistic. So I think there's a chance that they can pull more.
I mean, you can kind of take.
Rurouni Kenshin.
That was amazing,
Right?
I would say like Shogun too. Like they have these different like examples of like what they can incorporate, because also Samurai Champloo is not like very out there.
That's what I'm saying. Like
That's
It's
the
a more
great thing.
realistic-
grounded. It's more grounded, yeah.
like if they're able to, it's like any samurai TV show. Like I guess that's a
I think an Afro Samurai would be pretty cool too.
Yeah, and
That
with
could be a
Samurai
possibility.
Champloo,
That'd be fun.
with Samurai Champloo, there isn't like a final boss. There's like a final thing that happens, like, but it's not like there was always this antagonist. So that's
No.
what. So Samurai Champloo has the advantage that there's nothing that really should connect. I mean, if they want to do that, that's fine, but they should do that with caution, because there's nothing really connecting everything that happens to them in the show.
Yeah.
Like saying that there's a story where like they're trying to help the girl find a certain samurai. That's like why they're together. But it's not like, there's
More of it's going to be more like it's a bad
episodic.
way- It's episodic. I was going to say it's kind of a bad way to represent it, but like sitcomish. It's like you just turn it on. What's the next adventure for the characters, kind of thing.
pretty much. But I
I
feel
don't
like
mean that bad. It's just
it's going to be just a short run, though. I don't think it's going to be like
Well, that's the thing. I don't know how they're gonna do it. Like if it's gonna be, is it Netflix, right?
it's Netflix, yeah.
So they could do the 8 episodes, and if they're an hour long,
That's fine.
That's
they
it.
could finish in one season.
Yeah, easily. I mean, I hope they do it great. I mean, it's one of my all time favorites of like just an anime killer. Like, if I have nothing to watch, you turn on that. It's a great time every time. It's great anime.
And we have seen that there have been opportunities to release live actions into like TV series, so I think there is a chance. Let's just give it a
But
chance.
Bleach and Full Metal were horrible.
I know.
Bleach had potential. Bleach wasn't
have
like
potential.
wasn't too bad. Like he was actually, I think they did a pretty decent job. I will say, but it just wasn't enough.
I thought some of the Attack on Titan movies weren't super bad.
They look good.
They looked good. I thought
But
they were
when
terrible.
it comes
though.
to the execution, it was not.
I just didn't. Yeah, I don't want a 1-for-1 though. That's the other thing. It's
And
like,
that's the thing. There has to be when it comes to an adaptation. That's the whole thing. You have to adapt it to another medium that actually works.
yeah.
Right. So
Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
What you got?
Next one. This is really fast. What you guys think of the announcement that Donald Glover is gonna be Yoshi?
That was weird. I mean, I like Don Glover, but that's gonna be weird.
I didn't care enough to be like, wow, but I'm like,
I was just
Yeah, yeah,
surprised
make
why
him
they're
talk
like
then, I guess.
yeah, I don't know.
You know, honestly though, when it comes to like the Mario stuff, I mean, we kind of said the same thing about like Donkey Kong, Mario, Luigi, all the characters, and it worked. So I don't think I don't think the Nintendo company would invest into something that's going to be ass. So if they picked him, they picked him for a reason.
I guess
I'm sure it'll work when we see it.
I think
That's my
I
opinion.
think Diego's thing is like, but Yoshi doesn't talk. He just says Yoshi.
Right.
So it's
He's
like
probably
if
doing
he's
some
gonna
funny
talk,
accent.
if he's gonna talk,
I mean, they could.
they let
could
Toad talk. So, but Toad does talk.
Yoshi doesn't talk in the sense of the games, but we've seen him in the games where he does have like subtitles and he's talking to Mario.
Yeah. Well, I mean, on
But
top of
I
that,
don't know.
they could do it kind of like a Guardians of the Galaxy, where like I am Groot, but Yoshi. And then
If he just says
Donald
Yoshi,
Glover.
that's fine.
And Donald Glover just adds like,
Yoshi.
but like that says it
Donald
different
Glover.
ways.
I mean, think
Yoshi.
when we saw Groot, and we saw that Vin Diesel was going to do it, and we're like, why is Vin Diesel doing Groot? And then you hear he's like, yeah, that works. So I guess my point is, I don't know, but I'm sure it works.
And you know,
I just can't figure out
next
my
week,
head
right?
how, right? Like how
No,
does it
April
work?
1st is
April Fools.
April 1st.
Oh, I thought it was in March for some reason. Okay.
Well, if you
April Fool's is in March.
No.
if you were
He thought
to
it was
watch-
coming out in March. Like it was a date in March.
that's
Is it actually on April 1st when it drops?
Yeah.
when we got the
They
tickets?
have midnight showing
there's a
on
midnight
April.
showing the day before. Yeah, you can tell me.
Which is it's a Wednesday. It's a Tuesday that they're gonna have it out. But Wednesdays when we're going, right?
yes.
Did you get tickets for it too?
I got him for us.
Okay, cool.
And in addition to that, because there was a Nintendo Direct announcing all of that.
care for that.
They also
It was 7
announced-
minutes.
They also announced Luis Guzman,
Yeah.
who plays the dad from Wednesday.
And he's also in this.
He's in tons of movies. I know
Yeah.
who he is. Yeah.
He's gonna play
Are
Wart.
you talking about the guy who plays Gomez?
Yes.
Yeah. In the Wednesday
So
show.
they're gonna be
He's hilarious,
Nintendo.
man.
He's gonna be Wart, that frog thingy, the Frog King.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I'm sure he'll be great. He's a goof. I love that guy.
so yeah, looking forward to that. I'm excited. Get ready to go to your Yoshi bucket. It looks.
I still need to call Cinemark to see when they drop it because I know that is going to go fast.
The Wednesday bucket.
Oh yeah, the Wednesday bucket.
kidding,
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
exactly.
So
Gotta
yeah.
go to Scary Movie. You get the Tuesday bucket.
Dude, I want to watch a scary movie.
Oh, yeah, that movie looks great.
Dude, it
dude.
looks amazing.
I was laughing my
I
ass off
know.
at the trailer.
I think my favorite part of that trailer was like, he's stabbing her. Her? My pronouns are they, them. He's stabbing them. I laughed so hard.
Oh, that's a great.
I want that movie to make a lot of money, so those kind of movies can
I
come out.
want comedy back.
I
Real
love that.
comedy
Well, Wayne
back.
Brothers, they said like, we don't care if you're offended or like we're making
that's
this
the
movie.
point.
Yeah.
They did say that if this movie goes well, the new White Chicks, it's gonna be.
Oh,
a
I
Galore.
checked too. Yeah.
So
I miss the Wayne Brothers. They're one of my
I do
all-time
hope
favorites.
everything goes well.
Like, it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I can hug you. I'm a conservative now.
Or Republican National.
Republican
oh, girl,
now.
I thought all
Okay,
white people
no,
racist.
it's-
Okay, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got Brenda back. They got the whole crew back, man.
I'm excited.
Ray
because
Ray.
They're making fun of sinners.
Sinners, that was great. Why only half gay?
They're making fun of fudge. What was that movie with
Weapons.
Oh, weapons. Yeah, they're making fun of weapons.
what's the movie with freak? What's his name? Oh my gosh, what is his? I forgot his name. The guy
What's the movie about?
it's about a. Fudge, and I don't remember what the movie's about.
He's having a stroke, guys.
I'm having something.
It's starting early.
I'm having a blank. It's someone got killed or.
Well, Sydney was making fun of Jamie Lee Curtis too with her hair and stuff when she's like,
Oh yeah, yeah. No,
Yeah.
it's that movie. What's his name? The guy from The Rock.
The guy from
not
The
Sean. No, from the movie The Rock.
Sean Connery,
No, the other guy.
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage. It's a movie with Nicolas Cage. He's like really white and pasty, and they suspect him as being a killer.
Oh, the movie that you told me about this movie.
I love that movie. I know you didn't like it.
I didn't watch it. I never watched
Okay, well, it's a good. So they're gonna parody that because they have they have what's named Dewey, and he's kind of
Doofy, yeah.
Doofy, yeah, not Dewey, Doofy. He's like, he's handcuffed, and he has like the pasty skin, like the guy from that movie.
Told you to not bother me when I'm cleaning my room.
No, yeah. I really hope this movie does well. I think it's coming out later this year.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I just glad that the biggest thing for me is like this to me feels like the true Scary Movie 3.
Well,
because we got the OG cast. I mean, like, the Wayne brothers are back. That's the most important part.
I know Shannon Elizabeth also was she wanted to go back, but she was never asked. But the Wayne brothers said that they're considering bringing her back if this one does well.
I see what you're saying.
That's what I've heard.
What I'm really curious is
they got Megan back. They got Megan they're making fun of too.
Oh yeah.
That's going to be great.
See, what I'm really curious, and this is kind of sad to think about this, is how is the movie going to react nowadays with a lot of people who will have like
Gen Z's boycotting it right now. They want it to remove from theaters.
That's what I heard.
Oh, I don't care.
Don't care.
Anyway,
I just wanted to make money. Period.
It'll be funny. It'll be fun.
So in other, I guess we were talking about Nintendo, then we went to Scary Movie. But another Nintendo news, interesting enough.
That was a weird.
Nintendo is suing the U.S. government over tariffs.
Oh yeah, I heard about this.
Did you hear about this? So here, Nintendo of America filed a lawsuit on Friday in the U.S. Court of International Trade against the U.S. government over the global import tariff taxes enacted last year. As a result of the Supreme Court ruling against most of the tariffs on February 20th, the company is seeking the refund of the vacated tariffs it paid with interest. I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna. So with the tariffs, what they did, Nintendo delayed pre-orders of its Nintendo Switch 2. So basically, they're saying we lost revenue because of the tariffs.
But I remember them also saying that you're paying for a premium product, so we're going to charge you more anyway. So they kind of tariff just in general, regardless.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what they're going to do. But again, they're going to have a hearing about it and see if it goes anywhere. I don't think it will. The reason is because, and this kind of goes into our next part, is Nintendo is stupid. Nintendo does a lot of crappy decisions. And
Nintendo does what Nintendo does. It's just
and so this kind of leads to next thing. So
show me your anger.
Nintendo, what they do is, so we've all talked about how there's been a huge shift to just digital.
Yeah.
Now a lot of people have wanted to have more physical copies, just because with digital there's always that possibility that even if you bought it digitally, if whatever company or whatever streaming service or whatever loses the rights to it, you no longer can watch the movie on that site.
Yeah.
It's gone. So with that being said, so Pokopia came out. And people wanted to get the physical copies. So what Amazon did is they raised the price of the physical copies to $80. It was $70 and it was $80. And the reason they said is because there is a high demand.
Oh my god! Oh wow!
And they don't have enough. They don't have enough supplies for the high demand.
That's such bullshit.
The digital one is $70, but if you want a physical copy, it's going to be $80. They did this with Requiem as well. So again, Requiem on the Switch 2 apparently sold very well because
runs amazing too.
Yeah, see, you were telling me not to be.
No, I told you not to buy it on that when you have a bougie gaming PC, but I'm not dissing that it runs great on the system.
I still was so close to buying it until I got it. I was so close just to troll.
Did you get it though?
Yeah, I'm still waiting for my game code. I got it because I got my Samsung monitor.
You got it on Amazon?
No. So with the Samsung monitor, if you bought it from wherever, whether it's a Samsung store or Amazon, you get a code for Requiem for free.
Are you serious?
Yep.
That's a great monitor to play that on.
Yeah, so I'm just waiting for them to send me the code. Yeah, that's all I'm waiting for.
All right, well, have fun.
But anyway, so they, because of the demand of the physical copy of Requiem, they raised the price of the game to almost $7 more.
Amazon? Mm-hmm. But not. What about like say Walmart or Target?
No,
I don't see that here.
So another question for you, and tell me if I'm incorrect, but I thought I heard or listened to in a podcast that the price came down on the Pokemon game. You have to tell me if I'm right or wrong about that, but I heard that it was a big issue and then it got set down to a lower price and people calmed down a little bit more. Is that true or do we not know?
Which game?
The Pokopia. I heard the price went down because there's a lot of complaints. Is that true?
I don't know. I know that it was always
marked
how
at
70.
Old is the news on the date on the new article?
I heard the game was really fun, by the way.
People love it.
Yeah, I've been hearing about that.
I've been watching some videos of people playing. Dude, I was like, oh man.
It was about 5 days ago, this one.
Oh, okay.
So
I don't know. I thought this week.
They might have.
They did. It's $70 now.
The
Okay.
physical copy.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I did hear it went
did
down,
happen.
and then I heard the digital went down to 60 though. But
No,
I can't.
Digital is still 69.
Okay, yeah, I
Digital went down to 60 because it was 70.
No,
yeah.
69.
Oh, so it's still 70. Okay. So
I was just
digital
saying,
didn't
just to
change.
fact check me. 'cause
Which
I thought I heard it
again,
wrong.
that's I think we've talked about this. Like digitals, I think they should be
I
cheaper.
think it should be cheaper. You're not paying for printed material.
Yeah, and again, if they lose rights to it,
I'm
Oh,
still
yeah.
stick with my physical. If ever,
I'm not saying
No,
that.
that's fine. You
That's
have
fine.
physical.
But
It
if you're
just-
getting the digital,
right,
they
right.
should
It costs
be
the same amount.
because Steam. Well, you can find keys and stuff like for deals for them for the digital copies.
Yeah,
But
like say Resident Evil when you get the Steelbook and the deluxe edition. I paid the $90 on my Steam version, but the people that got the console, they got like collectibles and a steel
Yeah.
case for the same price that I paid for digital code that I don't own.
yeah.
yeah.
But that's a whole nother.
I still wish you would have gotten that pull-up bar.
But yeah, going back to Pokopia though, I gotta say I've been watching a lot of videos. I've been watching like what the game is about. People, you can make music in the game as well too. It's like
I heard it's really good if you
You
have
can do
like
that Mario
gaming
Paint
like I
chips
said,
too,
it's
right?
like Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
And Pokemon had a baby.
And Minecraft.
And Minecraft in there.
Why don't you get it, Paul? That sounds like great at your house.
dude?
I swear your wife would love
Yeah,
that.
I know she would love it.
yeah, your wife will like it.
I think my kid will love it too. I think
This all sounds like win-wins, Paul.
I know, but if you do that, I probably won't see you guys because I heard the game is addicting.
You'll still see us. He'll still see.
Like I need to finish this game. I need to finish.
Your wife is going to want you to get out of the
But
house.
I don't know.
time to
I
time.
mean, do
You'll
you
be
still
all right.
catch the Pokemon or something? Like, there's something you have
I
to do.
don't know, but I recently heard that you can't like Mew is also available in the game
Yeah, because you saw
Recently-
I saw Ho-Oh as well.
that you can actually get, but you have to do something to get it. I don't know what's it about.
I did-
Like I said, I never played the game.
I did see some memes about like the Pokemon, like they respond, like you don't hear them, but they respond with little bubbles,
can-
text bubbles.
You can like transform into different Pokemon. Like
Yeah.
I've seen videos people playing hide and seek among friends, and
That's
there was
fun.
one guy who was like, I guess he dressed up as Graveler, and he was acting like an NPC.
That's
and the
fun.
other guy was like frustrated because he couldn't find him.
That's
and
fun.
stuff like that. And like you can even like get your evolutions. Like you can see like the main character like laying in bed, and one of the Vaporeons goes to bed next to him to lay with him like a dog or something like that. Dude, stuff like that. I gotta say that this game is blowing a lot of expectations.
Yeah, you have to look into it.
Yeah, I might.
See if I can find some of the
some stuff in there though.
some of the dialogue. Let's see.
Yeah, but my issue with like the whole Nintendo thing though is this price stuff is just they're always kind of doing this gouge thing as well, and it's just there's no reason for it. But Nintendo's going to just keep doing what they want to do. At the end of the day, the other thing I have with it, an argument I have with them, like increasing their prices, like they're probably worried about the tariffs because they're not getting enough sales on it. But here's the problem: you know what sells? Games. You know what the Switch 2 doesn't have? Games. It's just barely starting to get a third-party rollout. Like that's the biggest issue. My Switch has just been collecting dust. Where's all the damn games?
It's a good question.
It's really annoying. Like he's like, oh, nobody's buying the Switch 2. Why? You release all the games on the Switch 1 and the Switch 2. You have barely any exclusives for it.
Yeah, I think the rollout's gonna be slow though for sure.
Yeah,
I think it has to be.
but that's kind of my point. Like they're wanting initial sales. It's like, yeah, you know what drives that? Games. You can't just
I guess
release
they're-
Pokemon ZA and then it's on both systems and you're split. Like it's not going to sell. Like we'll eventually get there.
Yeah.
But if they want the initial sales for the first 2+ years, you need more than Donkey Kong Bonanza and Mario Kart.
Well, I guess that's what they thought. Maybe they thought that like Mario Kart would be that game that people need to get.
No,
I mean, the games
what-
are selling to people who already have the console. They're not
Yeah.
selling consoles.
And the other thing is, like,
That's the thing.
And then the other thing is with Mario Kart, they try and sell for almost $100. Get the hell out of here.
That's what you buy the bundle.
Get out of here! But even then, it's not even worth the $50.
Yeah, I've
That's
only
the
played it
thing.
twice. But the point is, it's just like, you know, they might be complaining because they're fighting this probably because they're not making the sales they wanted. And it's like, well, yeah, you need to have software to drive sales.
So Miles, just to share one little message that they have. So the Pokemon can also interact with each other, not just with you as the Ditto. So there's an interaction here with a Heracross and a Pinsir. So a Heracross is talking to the Pinsir and he says, Hey, Pinsir, is it my imagination or do your horns somehow look more pathetic than usual?
That's awesome.
I love it.
There's like all these like crazy stuff. So
And like, what's his name? What's the
So good.
what's the Pokemon from Gen 3? The whale?
Kyogre?
Kyogre. Kyogre has like a southern accent, or like when he
He has a rural
rural
accent.
accent.
So it's like a Goku.
Yeah, it's like,
He's like, I'll see if I can. I'll see if I can do it. It's like, it says that settles it. Starting today, y'all can consider me your friend. It says your
Thanks for
friend.
trying to attempt that.
Yeah.
I tried. I can't do it.
Yeah,
Come on,
I
dude.
appreciate the attempt. It's the attempt that matters.
No, but I think that it's just like a really cute game. People like it a lot. People are buying
Do you know
it.
if Professor X got it?
I don't think that's his cup of tea.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Final, before we go into our final
Destination.
So, you know how a while ago we had Power World and Nintendo. People were like, "This is a ripoff of Pokemon." Yeah. Well, now we have a game called Pikmon that is an even worse ripoff of Pokemon. Like, it is unabashed. Like, it is shameless in how bad, like how much it looks just like Pokemon. There is a literal Pikachu that follows you.
Okay.
The Charizard just has feathers. That's all. Like, it is almost a 1-to-1.
This is 1-to-1.
It is crazy.
Oh my god! There's Lucario right there.
Yeah.
What the?
And then the
Bruh.
trainer is freaking Link.
Yeah, the trainer is Link. He looks like Breath of the Wild Link.
Oh my god! You're right.
And so people are like, "What
to
is?"
put the screenshots on the video for the
people are
viewers.
like, "What is Nintendo going to do? What
I
is
love it.
Power going?" Because some of the designs are from Power World's designs as well.
That's what their argument's going to be like. We just copied Power World. We didn't copy what's Pokemon. Dude.
I mean, they have a Link.
Armor Rouge is literally right there.
Yeah.
Koraidon.
Is it going to be on PC?
Yeah.
Oh, the modders are going to only have to do like 5 minutes of changes on every one.
I think it's going to be on other. Let me see if it's going to be on anything
And
else.
Roadhog's in here too.
Here's a question, Days. Is it going to be on Switch too?
Dude,
That would be amazing.
I think that'd be great. I don't think Nintendo would allow
This
it.
looks like some
Play my
like
Steam Deck.
this looks like one of those things like when you were like trying to download ROMs back in the day, and then you saw those advertisements of like the fake Chinese games over
Yes,
there.
yes,
And they never were real.
That's what I thought it
This
was.
Is this is it, like a real fake Chinese
But we got
game.
it. We
I thought
finally
it
got
was
one.
fake.
I
And then
think it's a
IGN,
Chinese-
which again, IGN has it, but IGN twice was like, nope, this is not fake. This is a real game. This is their actual trend. I'm like, no freaking way.
Okay, at the very end, he rides this dragon monster thing, and it looks like a dragon from Monster Hunter. And then the dragon you see, that's this long dragon, it looks like Rayquaza and Giratina fused.
It is.
And then there's Roadhog in there.
yeah.
What? Well, show me. I want to see Roadhog.
And he's like a trainer you're going against.
Dude, this is going to be... and I can't wait to see the Nintendo ninjas on this one. That's Roadhog.
That's literally Roadhog.
What? Wait, that's the game?
Yeah.
That's the
That's
game.
like Overwatch. That's Roadhog. Oh, fuck.
It's like, what if we combine all the games with Pokemon?
No,
What if
it's
they
not
had a
just
baby?
Pokemon.
It's like a combination of tons of
like, it's
games.
different.
Yeah.
There's
That's
Monster
what's it.
Hunter. There's
Combination
Power World.
Portuguese,
There's
Pokemon.
Pokemon.
They're pissing off the
Legend of
industry.
Zelda, Overwatch. I don't know what.
So
other
it's like
ones-
what Scary Movie does with horrors, but they're doing with video games.
Yeah, but they changed it just enough to be
exactly.
like, it's not that bad. Like,
it's a lack of creativity, and they're just melding things together to create a
Okay,
game.
how many of us are going to buy this?
I'm not gonna buy it. I'll watch somebody do it, or if I can find like a cracked, or if I can find it for like under $10,
You can
I'll
buy
it.
a new. You can buy a new OLED monitor, and you can get it for free, like Dave.
No, I'll look for this. If I can find it for under $10, I'll buy it just to see it.
my favorite thing is like you have Link and he has a freaking gun. He has a machine gun.
Here we go.
And he's on top of Charizard or whatever that
Here we
Pokemon
go.
looks like.
It looks bad.
Did you get your monitor yet? By the way,
You did.
Yeah.
It's installed. I said.
I'm
I said
excited.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm going to do a far reach.
Mike. All right.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
You're fine.
I'm proud.
So yeah, I'm
David
excited.
stepped up and
I
watched.
want
Excited.
to. I want to
Okay,
see what
cool.
happens with this.
Me
It's
too.
gonna be cool.
You should buy and stream it
If anything, for the drama,
There
Days,
you go.
I will.
Well, I hope
Days,
they
I will
allow me.
co-op with you.
Okay.
on your Samsung
Get a
TV.
Charizard and a Dragonite, and we'll just be like two different Zeldas, just gunning.
I
things
really
down.
hope that there's music. You're like, no, this is Nintendo music. They
We'll
just
just play
changed a
some
few
Linkin
things.
Park. We'll stream it. We're good.
Oh yeah, let's get more copyright stuff.
There you go.
Hey,
Alrighty, boys. It is about that time to go to our final topic of tonight, and that is going to be the One Piece Season 2.
The Legends and Continues.
We are gonna do. I know that people have criticized us for doing spoilers in our non-spoiler.
No, you. They criticize
No,
you.
no,
For
they
doing
criticized
spoiler.
us.
Anyway.
So anyway, we're still gonna try and do that. We're gonna have a non-spoiler section and then a spoiler section where we talk about everything else that we like, dislike, whatever.
All the episodes have already been out.
All the episodes. So
That's
it's-
on you. If you haven't finished it, go spoil it. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
So
I'm kidding.
yeah,
I'm
so
kidding.
if you haven't watched it yet, basically it's covering
Came out 4 days ago.
all
guys.
of the it's covering all of like half of the Baroque Alabasta arc. So it covers up to a certain point, and then the next season 3 is going to be Alabasta.
That's confirmed.
Just going to finish that. That's confirmed.
And they're filming, I think, right now,
Yep.
right? And they're expected to be done by November.
I think so.
Something like that, yeah. So that's where it covers. It's 8 episodes. Each episode is longer than last season. I think it was like 40, 45 minutes, right? Someone told me
40,
something.
45 minutes.
Yeah, there's a
And-
couple are an hour, but they're mostly 45.
But again,
Doesn't feel like an
they're
hour.
not. I mean, they're not really an hour. Like there's 10 minutes worth of
That's
of,
true.
of like credits, which I was like,
Kind of like when you watch anime and you get like a minute and a half of an intro.
and
and an
I've
outro,
always
there's,
like had an
20
issue
minutes
with that.
for,
Like Nevis has like their credits, and then they
Yes.
put it in Spanish, and they put it in French. I'm like,
They just did the credit.
You guys are milking the timer.
no, they
I
put
agree,
the
I
same
agree.
names. They don't say like the French person did this. No,
Got to get that runtime in.
That's right.
yeah, it's for nothing. No, I think
I
that's dumb.
understand. I agree.
So everyone's back, and they've added obviously new people from the story. Like again, going by the trailers, because you've probably already seen it if you're watching this podcast.
If you haven't watched
They've
the
had-
trailers, he's got
Well,
to
it's okay. They showed obviously Vivi's there.
Who is Vivi?
Well, you can watch it then. And I guess overall, just the story.
Goes up to Drum Island. I mean, it's not really a big spoiler. I mean, Chopper's the main headline, so
yeah.
it goes up to Drum Island. If anybody's kind of wondering where they end it, which is kind of what we expected.
So I want to talk about this. Let's go with the pacing of this season.
Oh yeah, that's a
The
great
So
one
the-
question.
pace?
Pacing of
Pacing.
pacing,
Yeah, the one pace.
not the acing.
pacing.
The pacing of
One Piece.
this, one pace. I mean, it kind of is like kind of like One Piece. So if you haven't ever heard of One Piece, I think it started on Reddit, right, Miles? Or basically, if there was a lot of criticism on how elongated some of the source material was in the anime.
Think like old school Naruto where they filler the shit out of everything.
Lots of fillers.
It's
It
just-
was
Yeah, so it
normal,
wasn't
it's that
like
old school
It was normal
2000s
back in the
anime that
days.
never ends with fillers. It's shit.
So
Yeah.
this fan basically cut out a lot of it.
Well, when you say fan, it's a group.
I don't know if
of
it's a group of
tons
fans.
that are helping,
Yeah.
which is awesome. It's grown as
The
a
whole
community
community.
to kind of make like a Dragon Ball Kai version of One Piece.
So
Yeah.
for a comparison, there I don't know the context, but there was a part in that they showed where Luffy was. It looked like he was like sumo wrestling someone, but they're like kind of holding each other's head, like trying to push each other. And the original anime, like just them holding themselves like in this position was like 10 seconds. And in this one page, they cut it down to like 2 or 3 seconds,
Just like a
and then
manga
switched to
panel.
yeah. So that's what kind of what they did. Also, not necessarily just actual like episodes, because there were episodes that were cut, but also stuff in the actual canon episodes they made shorter. So in this one, this covers what, like 80 chapters, 50 chapters. It's something like that's a lot of chapters that they covered.
I heard 146.
It could be
I
that.
could be wrong.
I don't think it's
I could be
146.
wrong.
I don't think it's 146 because
Yeah,
because
you would know even better 'cause you read it recently.
Alabasta ends like in 220 the 20th chapter, something like that.
That's
somewhere
fair.
around there.
That's fair.
So I want to say it's like 50 or 60 or 80 chapters, something like that. So it's like almost like 10 chapters an episode.
Sure.
But I think what they're doing is we don't know how long this is going to be, right? We don't know how long it's going to be.
We know that Oda's told the cast
Yes, they
when it
know.
will end, but we don't know, right?
He has a vision as to when he's gonna finalize.
But we don't know.
One Piece,
Because the
correct.
whole reason that, just for people that don't know, the live action, the whole reason it's out is to help draw in more fans and attention to the One Piece franchise, which we'll get the One Piece, which is a new anime.
Friendship?
With the and I sent you guys a video recently on that, but it looks
Was
like
it
the
Mappa?
amount-
Was it Wit?
It's Mappa, Web and Mappa.
Yeah. They're the ones that are doing it. So it's for that.
Yeah, well, I mean that's going to help as well. But from what they were kind of like leaking, like how the episode structures are going to go down, dude, it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Like we probably what was it? We get to like Wano at like 300 something. Like it's a shit ton.
Which is
And
It's
Wano
going to be like Dragon Ball Z. Like
Wano is like a few
Well,
hundred episodes,
you
isn't
think-
it?
it was 200 episodes.
so interesting enough. After I watched the live action, I watched the Alabasta movie,
Oh, that's a good one.
and like I said, like if they're able to do that, they can easily simplify a lot of stuff.
Oh, they'll be fine.
Right, so
But I think what they're doing is not just they're simplifying it, but they're again, I'm not cut up all the way, but I know there's sprinkles of other things that kind of tie back to previous arcs and previous
I'm referring
events.
to the new anime that's coming out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm referring to that. But when it comes to the One Piece live action, they have a structure as to where they want to get, to a message that they want to convey. Plus, like you mentioned, being able to piece all the other elements that were not initially when in those episodes when they first came out, that were later foreshadow. So I guess it brings a proper order. A complete order of how the story
right. So it's not like there's something you see, let's say 500 chapters later, and they're like, oh, but I was actually here, or something was referenced like 300 chapters back. It's more like they're incorporating everything, even like bits and pieces here. Maybe at the time it's not relevant, but he's adding into it to be like, hey, this was here from the beginning. We did spend time on it. Like, it's always been here. So it makes more of the connection. Well, it feels like more natural.
Reminds what you were talking to me about. I mean, to add on to our previous topic is, I like to ask you a question then, and for the people that are watching, is like with Cowboy Bebop, right? I mean, how do you feel? And we're not talking about spoilers, but how do you feel with the structure of like this one compared to how like Bebop did it?
Well, I think those are very different comparisons.
Yeah, they are.
In that, I think with One Piece, and correct me if I'm wrong, there's a main story, which again, the main story I guess is Luffy trying to find the One Piece and become king of the pirates. That's like he's
finding the, what do you call it, the information that's laid out to find out what happened with the void century to get to the One Piece. Like it's like a big treasure hunt.
Yeah, so that's like the main objective. Now within that objective, you have all these other like obstacles or these branches that kind of take him away from this initial one, or maybe that's what you think, but it's actually still connected to his main objective.
Yeah,
right?
that's fair.
So that's kind of how I feel One Piece is.
To the mystery part with One Piece yet.
Whereas Cowboy Bebop was like, we're here, we go here, we go here, we go here. There wasn't like a real objective. It was just like the adventures of...
But you think about this, when it comes to Cowboy Bebop, first of all, it was not a manga. It's just an anime only.
Yeah, just an anime only, which was great.
Second of all, it was like, it had less episodes of the whole One Piece.
And it was just episodic.
I gotta have less. It's just your guys' kind of complaints were like earlier was kind of some of the pacing and how they're kind of scattering things around. That's
I wasn't complaining. It was good, but
whatever. My point is just I'm just asking in comparison because it's the same production studio. That's why I bring up that question.
Well, I bring this up because of One Piece being so long.
Yeah,
and because like again, I've heard of the main thing I've always heard from you guys is like, I ask you, oh, what's this, and you're like, just wait. It's something here. Like
it's
wait
because
in the future.
It's a big treasure hunt, and like we want you to get like those moments or wait, and then question because that's what we've been doing for years.
But here's my thing. Is like if something is like, oh, it's maybe it's not super important, but it doesn't come to like 300 chapters later. Oda, what he's doing is like, well, it maybe this part isn't like super important, so I'm gonna sprinkle it into here, right here, a little bit here and here, so that when it comes back here, that moment, I think, is more impactful. You're like, oh, so that's what this actually was.
Figure out how things connect, and then
I feel like that moment is going to be better.
I see what you're getting.
So I think Oda is learning from what I understand is
your point. Yeah, you're right.
All that stuff that he does now, right? What he's doing now, which I hadn't caught up to, he's implementing what he did, what he's doing now to the past, not to these earlier ones, to make it all fit better.
I think I know what he's getting at. He's getting at, think of like without spoiling, there's a jail scene of a certain pirate, and he references something, but it's
jail. I thought I said gel. I'm like, gel.
No, sorry. My point is, I think what he's referencing, you tell me if I'm wrong, is he's sprinkling in things that he didn't have enough time, or he couldn't find a place in the panels to execute information.
Or maybe at the time he didn't think he was going to add it.
Or there's that as well. So there is that part of it, and that could be a thing because if you're a manga or an anime watcher, you're going to get a lot out of it, more out of it than you realize. Like, we were getting really excited that we were getting information that we didn't get, and it actually made scenes even more impactful, meaningful to us.
I think there's two things to consider here.
Okay.
The way I have a comment on what David said about this. The way that I see this is like whenever Isayama, after he was about to wrap Attack on Titan, he was helping supervise the anime. So because he already had the context, he was able to feed that out into the anime.
Yeah, that's cool.
Or Bleach, when Bleach ended kind of a mess.
The live action, you mean?
No, I'm talking about
no, the actual anime.
The anime.
Bleach, though.
And when they revived Bleach, the mangaka came to help with the production of the new anime, and it feels more
For the
robust
1,000 Year
because
Blood
of
War,
that.
because it's more detailed than it
So
was in the manga.
if you remember reading it, the reading of some parts were like it was like up and down.
Yes, I remember.
And so this so if you watch the course, they will tell you more.
So-
it's been constantly just like
I will tell you.
okay.
I will tell
That's
you,
good.
Well,
So,
because like just a little side thing, he was not as inspired after the when Ichigo goes to the what's it called?
society.
Soul
Soul Society.
Society.
The first arc that when he goes to Soul Society, that's where like he
My favorite arc.
Yeah, no, but then afterwards it kind of died down because
Yes,
he
it
wasn't
did.
inspired. But then when the
I mean,
Blood War
it's
came-
hard. It's hard to top
I
Aizen and
know.
all that stuff.
I know,
Like,
but then
it's hard.
when he did the 1,000-Year Blood War, he got re-inspired. But then
he got canceled.
Then when the
Like, they
manga
kick
when the
cut.
manga
the
when
manga got canceled. Not him.
the publisher that does his manga is like, hey, okay, you have like 10 more chapters to do. He's like, I have like 30 chapters worth of stuff to write. He's like, sorry, you got 10 chapters.
He had to wrap
so
it
he
up
had to
quick.
wrap it up. And he thought, oh, the anime's over, so no more. And then they're like, oh, hey, we want to finish 1,000-Year Blood War. He's like, oh, I want to touch this. And we're going to. He's no, but that's
I know. I want to touch this.
Taitakuma was like, no, I'm putting my hands on
Your
this part.
eyes sparkled when
No,
you looked
because
at me.
he was like,
I saw a JoJo episode after a second.
I wanna
because
touch
he
this.
didn't want them to. He wanted to finish it in the way he envisioned it.
Yeah.
So that's why the anime version is the
The new
pure version of the
Gotcha.
1,000-Year Blood War.
Is
It's,
that correct?
it's kind of like Attack on Titan. Again, there
That's
was a
what I
part. Yeah, Attack on Titan, like what Japan said. The whole beginning part of season 3 in the manga was super hard to get through. A lot of people dropped it, and he
dropped it.
He was also like when he looked back, he's like that's probably like one of the worst parts I did in the manga.
That was 18 months of shit.
And then so when he did the anime part, he made it so much better. Like that's people's favorite parts is season
Which
3.
is wild to think when you look at it from outside perspective.
Well,
that was our garbage.
I know. Sorry, go back to
and that
you.
goes to the question that I was going to ask you. Like for us, when it comes to like One Piece live action, I mean, it was a story from beginning to end that was awesome. There was a lot of things that were foreshadowed that kind of like Easter eggs for us because we actually like.
We were nerding out.
If you're caught up to the manga,
This will
you
like
get lots of
elevate.
you get it's
So-
elevated for a manga reader. If you're an anime only, you're still getting all of it. But then if you're someone who's not,
But here's
you're
my
just
question though,
enjoying it.
because I was gonna ask him because he's not caught up to the manga,
he knows things. But yeah,
right? Well, I guess it didn't seem like it was as exciting to you hearing those things at the moment.
But
Because
if
you
he's
don't know
not
the
caught up,
context.
it's not for him.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's 2 points of this. Somebody who's actually has caught up for the like the fans that are being following it, and then there's the introduction for people that
Like
are
the
not.
casual fans.
Exactly.
Well, here I
I
would
wanted to know what was your take. Does
Well,
it make
So-
that's kind of not fair though because he has read, right? So he got information he hasn't known.
But I will say this because I can look at this in a different way. So, for example, I won't go into the details of it, but in the jail scene, right? That is so vague because there's nothing that I know or that people would know previous, like in the future. Like, there's no something was said, and now the question is, who is this? And then something that's said at the very end of this season is like, wait a minute, what was that beginning scene? Why would we show that thing in the jail cell? What is being said at the end when they're sailing and they're finishing the scene? Like, wait, so who is? So they're gonna try to make connections, but then it's gonna be like, but wait, that's actually wrong. It's gonna be over here. It's this connection. So I think in a different way, it's making me for people who don't know, they're like, wait, so what is this actually talking about? They think they're gonna have a connection here. They can think it's gonna be this. And they're going to be wrong. I'll just say that much. They're going to be wrong on what that connection is.
Oh,
so
I know
I
what
think.
you're saying.
So
Yeah,
again, I don't know all the information that was told to you in that jail cell because I know that happens in the further arc in the manga. I don't know. So I don't know all the information
Like recently.
but
Right.
you have certain information before that I already know.
Sure, but I'm
So-
talking about information that you don't know. That's the thing that I'm trying to.
Without you not knowing,
Right.
how did it come across?
Was it confusing? Was it like because I think
or was it intriguing? Or
Well,
just,
well, I'll say this: the most of like the stuff that were Easter eggs or something foreshadowing were in the to me what I at least saw were in the first 2 episodes. Most of the stuff, not all.
but
you could
yeah,
catch.
but how
But
was
most-
taking the information that you don't know though?
How can I take
How
it? No,
you
like
wouldn't
here.
know?
Well,
no, here. No,
but-
I'm saying this. I was here watching it with you,
You're right.
with Miles, and with Marv, and with Diego.
Sure.
So you guys would say something, and then I'm like, "What?" And then I hear an explanation, and I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I didn't have time to be like, wait, what is that? Because I already hear you guys tell me what it is.
That's a good point. We kind of ruin it. Like, it'd be better for him almost to watch it by himself.
I will tell you this
and
much.
not hear us react.
I will tell you this much, Miles. There was a part that you spoiled for me, which again,
shit. I'm sorry.
And I was like,
I pulled a
wait,
Diego.
what? And I was like, what? I was like, wait a minute. And then I kind of put two together. I'm like, oh, that's why.
Shit.
So I'll tell you later in the spoiler, but I was like, I didn't know that.
Apologize. I am so sorry.
No, but the thing that
I'm sorry.
See, the thing that I'm trying to see this.
That's messed up.
I feel I love this show, the live action, but I think it takes away the enjoyment of finding out things when you read it.
What are you talking about? You already
I
read
would
it.
for somebody who has not read it.
Oh.
Okay, so this is what I'm trying to say. Like,
I don't think so, because I think what you're doing is you see the connections where you're like, they're spoiling, but for people that don't know, you're like,
Miles,
what does that matter?
I will say this. I'm the exact opposite of Paul. Maybe this is a hot take. I feel this is the best way to enjoy One Piece. I think it's better than the manga right now, at least these first parts and the anime.
wow.
That's why it's a hot take. That's what I think.
That is a hot take.
That's a David take.
Because
That's why it's a hot take.
interesting enough, I've been watching a lot of interviews with the whole cast, and the biggest compliment that they always get, I love this show so much that it made me actually want to read One Piece manga.
That's the point Oda's making.
And that's what, like, yes, exactly. And they also feel like, yes, then we're doing our job.
Let me ask you this, Dave. If you're enjoying the live action, if the One Piece comes out and it really is like where they said it looks like Wano could be done in like 3 episodes, like that's shorter than Dragon Ball Z, for example.
I think you can watch
the
it.
point no, that's not my point. Does it interest you to maybe go watch the anime with this new production, better pacing, just straight like flow, great animation?
Well,
after watching the live action, does it get you interested?
I will say this. I think where I'm at, it doesn't make much sense to like go back to that. In that, I talked about this with Mr. Mister, that he was influenced in the beginning by, I forget the mangaka's name of Fairy Tail. So I see there's a lot of like, not like they're the same, but there's some things that I can see there. There's influence in there.
One Piece, they were influenced by each other.
And so again, so Mr.
Heavily
Mister
influenced by Naruto too.
So Mr. Mister has said,
they were tight together growing up because they were
so there's
helping each other.
elements that are very similar in the beginning, which again that's been a complaint of mine. But Diego was like, well, at a certain point he changes how he writes
quite a bit. Yeah.
So now it's completely different now. So his writing, if you were to compare his writing to where it is right now, compared to where it is right now, even up to Skypiea, is extremely different. So that's why, like, for me, like, I'm almost at the part where he's changing from what I understand.
After Skypiea is when it
so
changes.
again, the point is
slowly.
so again, to me, like, it'd be like, it wouldn't be much for me to be like, well, I'll just wait for the One Piece, whatever it's called.
I didn't mean it like that. Sorry. Let me rephrase the question. Let's say you keep reading, you get to like Water 7. And then the anime of the One Piece catches up to the point where you're at in the manga. Would you stop reading and then just continue with the anime?
It depends. Because it depends. Again, I can only go based on what you've told me on where the writing starts getting a lot better or more connected or whatever it is that you want to call
better,
it.
Right? Because like some people enjoy the more the comedic side. Some people enjoy the more mysterious, like serious side. And like, yeah, I'd probably say Skypiea is probably the last part. where it starts,
okay, so this is what I mean.
I mean,
by
there's
this.
still comedy.
So,
it's still great, but Thriller Bark's kind of when it starts transitioning.
It's not with the comedy side. It's more of the formula.
I would say more than
formula.
That.
It's the
right,
formula.
I was talking about that.
Yeah, the formula is very repetitive in these first arcs, and then when it changes during that time is when it skyrockets.
Well, I feel it's like with Alabaster, right? That kind of more of serious tone, and I feel like when I think it got so popular, I feel that when it got to Water 7, it's kind of let's get back to that.
But I think he goes into full up, like changes up his formula completely.
Right.
There. And I was telling him, like, I feel like when he changes it up during that part and those changes is when One Piece really skyrocketed in popularity, in the sense of like it started to be like overcoming, in my opinion, I'm not saying it's true. It could have been before that, but in my opinion, it started becoming bigger than Dragon Ball, bigger than a lot of all these other.
You're talking globally, not American.
Globally,
America, Dragon Ball's big.
Yeah, but globally, like when he started rewriting the structure of how he does his characters and like the formula changed, is when it became globally like this gigantic thing, which is fine. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's just I think it's good and because for him, he can see this formula, so that's why he's getting annoyed with it right now.
Well, I was going to say, not to mention, I think a lot of people, I'm making this assumption, I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like if you were to compare, am I going to read this volumes, how many chapters? There's so many chapters to read One Piece, but if the new anime comes with a full comprehensive story, cutting all the fillers, I think most people are going to lean towards the anime because it's a lot easier to consume.
Well, I feel like we've kind of lost focus on
I know,
like,
we're
the
talking about
topic.
live action. But
yeah, we're kind of losing focus because I was going to mention there are things in the anime that are missing in the live action. And again, I'm not going to spoil things, but how the Laboon thing goes through is different.
Yeah.
And honestly, and I'll say this, I think the Laboon was done better in the live action. This is a diehard One Piece fan. Laboon was done better in the live action. There's a way of how Luffy handles with Laboon that is completely changed, and I actually like the meaning in the live action better.
There's more. I mean, Oda came back.
I thought it was better.
There's a lot of changes into it that I actually really enjoy that they did in the live action. So I guess one of the things like I said, I think it's really hard to really translate the comedy that One Piece has.
Very hard.
So okay, so
Oda's very good at the
So I'll tell you one thing. So I feel like the One Piece this live action is a lot more serious.
Yeah.
Which to me I do like. I do like the comedic stuff, but I feel like in the live action, the comedy it hits better because it's not always like every other time. No, but it's every other like page, and it's like there's comedy. There has to be comedy here or something. Again, it kind of that's how it is, at least how I'm seeing it right now. But
it's kind of hard too because you read the manga, right? Like because the anime, like how
in the manga, it's like it's everywhere.
Awesome. No, it is, but I'm saying how it's the animation way of how they do it is absolutely hysterical in the anime.
I don't think he agrees with that.
That's just
you haven't seen the anime. You can't.
I've seen parts of the anime.
Yeah, but that's not the same thing.
Yeah,
but either way, the comedy like there. But anyway, the point is, the way they deliver a lot of important information has also done very differently, which I actually did enjoy. So,
Sure.
Not to go into much detail, but there's a revelation that's done at the very end of the season, and the way that is handled compared to how it was handled in the manga and in the anime, it's very tonally different. Everything is different about it, and I felt like it made that moment in the One Piece live action a whole lot better. And when it leads up to like the final minute of the episode, I was like, oh, that was actually pretty cool.
You mean like the last line that happens at the end?
Not even the last, just the entire last 2 minutes when there's an explanation of like, this is what we found out. It's this, and then it gets whereas if you compare it to the manga and the anime, it is
what you're saying.
far different. It's a far different tone, and it's just done in a very different way.
Yeah. That's
so
fair.
That's one of the way that it's done in the manga. Again, I think I showed you the panel of Luffy's face is one of my favorite faces I've ever seen him done in the manga.
One is it?
He's like, he hears something.
Part?
It has to do with Vivi.
Oh, we'll probably get to it.
Yeah, she says something, and in the manga, she's like, "Oh crap!" And Luffy's like,
"I'd have to
do that again."
He's doing all right. He's doing all right.
So that's a fun. But again, tonally, when that information is said in the live action, completely different. But it works so much. It works so much well because of how they get to that point.
I get your point. You have to tell me more in spoiler section.
But yeah. I was gonna say this much. I mentioned this again. Adaptation. I think they did a really good job into adapting all of this. A great example that I want to mention quite a bit. I don't think it spoils anything. The way that Sanji's portrayed in the manga or anime. I think in the live action, if they were to convert that one by one, I don't think it will work. And they had to tone him down. And I think he's very charismatic in the
Yeah, he feels more charismatic rather than like a Master Roshi. Not like, again, not an actual Master Roshi because he's very toned down Master Roshi. But he is more charismatic, like how
there's scenes with Nami instead of like the flirting with the eyes. There's times when he does like cute little winks, right? And
yeah, it's
rolls her eyes. It works for live action. Like you understand how they're relating the anime,
right?
But they do it in a more natural way.
It's charismatic, yeah. It makes
works.
it, yeah,
right.
It works very well.
So I think I think every character does play a part. So 100%.
That goes to the next question before we go into sports. How was the characterization of each of the characters in this one?
Dude.
They've improved a lot more in each character. Every character was improved so much. Like Sanji, I liked. I felt like we got more Sanji in that sense. I liked everything about it. With episode 4 or 5, that was really funny because there's a sequence that happens when he's talking to somebody and it just gets really funny, and I just love that communication. Zoro, just how he did with what he did was just funny. Like just
Zoro had the funniest line in the entire
he did.
series.
Yeah, he had
It's an Evolva, so it's a girl. Well,
I don't. I actually like. I think Sanji's line is when he's being attacked. And he's like, "You gotta be fucking kidding me!"
That was
I was
good.
like, I was like, dude,
That was good.
and I actually
That was good.
I enjoy the fact that they can be more like that in this adaptation because it works, especially with like. Because Chopper's with Chopper in there, with Chopper and with Sanji, they're like, oh, I was like, I loved it. I think it worked so well.
It's really good.
I think everybody that was introduced that you want to see, that you were going to see,
They played the part.
they did a really good job. Like everyone was just fun. Everyone was awesome. And then when you got introduced to the characters that you were wanting to see, you're like, oh, this looks good.
Yeah.
Especially towards the end of certain things, at the beginning of certain things.
I think they did Wapple's design better than I actually thought. I was very, very impressed. I was extremely worried, and I was very impressed. I thought they did a very good job of turning that cheesy mouse crap into working in the show. It was pretty cool.
Right? They did a very.
I think
good
they
job.
must have.
Wapple. It's like, wow, that's Wapple. Like they did a pretty good. All right.
I think it's very hard because One Piece has very, for lack of a better word, they have very unique character designs. Not even unique, but very unique character designs. And in the live action, like sometimes they make it 1-to-1, or they almost do everything 1-to-1. And I think sometimes it's kind of. It still looks wonky because it's not anime, but they still try to do it because they're trying to lean into that wonkiness.
And I like that they just know it's wonky and let's do it wonky because it is wonky.
They embrace it.
Yeah, so they're doing that again. Sometimes it hits, sometimes it doesn't, which is fine. That's just how it's gonna
cosplayish, right?
Yeah, there were times I was like, not the best, but you know what? I understand that they're just leaning into it. So
I agree.
So whatever. But yeah, I think a lot of the character designs was fantastic. I will say, I think the characterization of Luffy, I've really, really enjoyed.
He's grown on me a lot more.
The thing is, like, I've had a lot of complaints with the way that he says some things
like
in the first, in the first season. He does, like, I think I told you this before, when he's talking, when he says, he goes, like he has a little growl thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't as prevalent. He did it a few times, maybe here and there in the second season. But again, the way that they wrote Luffy is a different than the Luffy in the anime and the manga. Because I feel like
You can't do one to one.
No, well, I mean, like in the sense that a lot of the ways that characters were beaten, Luffy in the manga they made, it looked like he was far, far stronger. In some, like for example, there's one with one of the Baroque works that in the manga, like he defeats like in second, like he's like carrying this person. I'll tell you more later, like what happens. But like in the anime, I mean in the live action, he's shown that he needs some help, which to me I enjoy because it's showing that slowly he's getting better and better and better.
And it helps too because like the crew's what you love, and like, you're not going to get the One Piece by yourself. You're going to need help, and I think that's actually a good message. I felt the whole season did was. It's okay to have friends and to ask for help. Like that's one thing I've kind of felt with the live action they've done well, if that makes sense.
Well, it also goes back again to the whole casting. I think the characters played the part 100%. Like even watching some of the interviews, I see them like being the character.
That character.
Right? Like Iñaki Godoy, who plays Luffy. Dude, he's goofy whenever he's on interviews, just like Luffy.
Yeah. Did you see the video where he dressed up as Chopper?
Yes. He dressed up as Chopper in Mexico.
Yeah.
So
it was an interview here. They're talking in Spanish about what he's going to do, and he's going to reveal himself at the end of who he was. But he dressed up as Chopper at this event. It was pretty cool.
Some of his comments, I think everything about their persona really reflects when they're acting. All the characters.
So for me, when you ask about the characters, how they did, I think Emily Rudd, Nami, she stole the whole entire season. She carried the entire show for me. I mean, everybody great, but she was kind of like the lead of like the branch that kept the story going and kept everything together. Like she was like that bridge for the entire show. I was really impressed with her. I liked her in the first season, but this season she absolutely blew me away. I think Nami was the best like written and designed character this entire season. Her acting, I mean, all of them are great, but I think she was the better actress out of the whole crew. And also. And I told you a little bit about this. The one that really surprised me was the trailer kind of made her kind of mid. Vivi. unbelievable. She was the highlight of the entire season for me. I was simping way too hard on her. She is drop dead gorgeous. Holy shit. Wow. I'm still kind of stunned a little. I was getting read a lot of the time. She is gorgeous. But she did a lot of like really cute scenes of like just how she does it in like the anime or the manga is just some of her like quirks or how she smiles. Like there's a really fun scene when she's like with Luffy and she's looking up at something she's seen and her smile was like she did that whole smile and then looked at Luffy and was like whoa, and like it was very vivy.
It got his heart.
Well, no, but it's just how she was acting. Like her mannerisms was extremely vivy.
They do play the part.
Yeah, she really played the part, and I wasn't expecting. I don't know, the trailers. I felt she was just kind of like a whatever. Like I wasn't really like excited for her, but seeing the actual show, Vivi was a big standout part for me. I really enjoyed her. And then one last thing I want to say is I want to give mad props to Zoro. I mean, he buffed the hell up this role.
Did you hear about the interview recently when he talked to Oda about this? He said, hey, for next season, I want you to bulk up, but I also want you to bulk up your neck.
Yeah,
like,
I heard about that.
Yeah, you can bulk up your neck very easily.
No, I know, but he was trying to figure out like
He's like, how do I do it?
How do I do that?
He was trying to think like, how do you do it?
That's cool.
So he basically going into train mode like 100% just to make sure that he's
I will say
he can get all those blessings.
They all look like ripped. Like when you say Luffy, like he's like dang, he's freaking ripped.
And Sanji, oh my god,
Yeah, Sanji's ripped too.
So at the very beginning of the season 1, he just barely learning how to kick. By the time he starts second season, he got like a black belt on Taekwondo.
Yeah,
good for him.
Like all of them have
They're
that.
dedicated there.
Can we also? I want to ask you especially because I know you hate Usopp.
No, he was my MVP this season.
Unbelievable.
Again,
that actor, I don't think anybody else in the world can make Usopp like Usopp than him.
Captain Usopp.
Period. Unbelievable.
Again, I am still. I don't like Usopp in the way that he's portrayed in the manga. I don't like him. This here again. There's a part where he gets to shine. In oh my gosh, Little Garden.
Yeah, great. That was his episode.
Look. I remember reading that and I was like, it just was all about laughs with him because he's the butt of the joke in this, and at least in this part. That part when he was in Little Garden, I was like, dude, hats off to you. You are MVP in my book.
That was good.
I agree.
And it was constant because he constantly had other parts where he did shine. He did again. He has comedic parts, especially with the whale, but like they made him so much better.
That was your MVP, and I completely support you on that.
He was my MVP.
If it wasn't for him, what's his name? Jason, I forget his last name, but anyway, I know his first name's Jason, but anyway, there's just something about his persona.
Yeah.
He's very charismatic. He's very energetic. He's very there's just something so lovable as him as an actor and how he plays Usopp that it's like, we know a lot of people don't like Usopp. Let's make him amazing. And he got that Brave Warrior of the Sea type vibe in this. And just a treat for you guys when you get to Little Garden. Usopp is a standout. He is just brilliant.
Usopp has always called himself Captain Usopp. He's always talking himself.
Captain Usopp.
He always talks himself up in the manga. He does that also in the live action.
That's his character.
His character.
But in this live action, he lives up to that part because I feel like the respect he gets at the end of Little Garden with certain characters is well deserved, and I loved it.
I think I agree with you with there. I think the thing is too is in the manga and anime, he's trying to sell you on his stories that he's saying, whereas in the live action, he believes in his stories that he's telling you. Like it's. I
don't know if I feel that. But
well, no, in the sense of like he has the confidence in it. Whereas like in the animes, he's like, yeah, I did this, but like he's trying to sell.
I don't know if I feel like confidence, but let me ask you this: is it confidence or is it the things that he's seen where he needs to step up because he knows he has to?
He knows he has to. Like there's a part where he's like, he runs into a fight where he's like knowing like I have to do this, like, and the way that he portrays that he's like, I have to do this. I know I'm scared, but I have to do this. There's even a line.
I don't want to talk about it in spoilers, but I was going to
there's even a line about that, and it's like, you know what? That hits a lot more in this than it did in the manga.
100%.
And again, it's just because I know his style right now is more, at the time what was written was more there's more comedic stuff, which I understand. But I think the way that is written, the tone again, because it's more serious tone, it hit a lot better because they changed it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So again, to finish this non-spoiler part, scores out of 10.
God.
I will say a 9.5 out of 10. I like that show that much. There's a couple of things that bother me. There were more of technical things, but overall,
same.
I think it was a great adaptation. The fact that it was a sequel of a live-action TV show that's still successful, they were able to do it again. So it gives me hope for the next season, because if they're able to manage this, they can manage the next season without.
Oh yeah,
I would say 9. 9 is solid.
yeah.
I will say 9 too. I think this part of the Baroque works is if you compare it to Alabasta, is the weaker one.
Yes,
So again, I was worried about season 2 because it's like
it's not Alabasta.
it's not Alabasta. Even like Little Garden, even like all the other stuff, it's like it kind of. Well, I was like, I don't know if season 2 is going to be that good. Like, what are they going to do with it? So again, the fact that the tone shifted, the fact that they added all this other stuff or they changed it, made it well. So solid 9.
Yeah, I'm kind of in between a 9.3 and a 9.5. I do this a lot of times, and I apologize for people. Season 2 is a better season. It's way better than the first season. I might enjoy season 1 maybe a little bit more. I know I do this all the time, but season 2 is technically it's a better season. It is, and I'm with Dave's. I was really worried. The whole Baroque works. It's not that it's bad. It's just it doesn't really have like a true villain or anything, and it doesn't really. It's just hard because it's kind of it's season or not season 2. Story wise, Baroque Works is working up to the arc. It's kind of like if you're watching Dragon Ball Z. Baroque Works is the Namek saga to Alabasta being the Frieza saga. So how does this work? It's like if we just got the Namek saga, it's kind of like it kind of just stops. But they found a way to do the pacing where it didn't feel like that. Mm-hmm. And I applaud them because I was really worried because it's a really hard. If you know the story structure, this is really hard to do all season and just stop and it's a complete season.
Look at this.
It's technically a half season, but how they did it felt like a complete season. So
episode 3, if you look at it outside of episode 3 shouldn't be as long as it was and with how they did, but they did a really good job with it. And I enjoyed it. I didn't feel like it was a wasted episode, but when you think about outside, it's like they didn't need to make this into a whole episode. This could have been like a 20-minute part of the episode, but they did it really well. Like it wasn't like filled in fluff. It was like you're enjoying it, and so you're having a better time with it. So yeah, it's just they did
not
really
to
well.
mention that if you think about it, they have to cut a lot just to compress all this information. If they were to do everything one by one, it wouldn't work.
I was going to ask one last thing for spoilers or non-spoilers. I mean, is just if you're worried about Chopper not being in it, he's not like low budget. We don't have much scenes to show, so CGI Chopper will be there for like 5 minutes. Like you get a ton of Chopper when he appears. He's there.
Yeah.
And I was worried about that with budget. Where are they going to cut corners? But when you get his backstory, it's like a whole episode of his backstory, and he's in like 70% of it. So just wanted to throw that in there. If you're worried about not seeing Chopper, don't worry. You get a ton of Chopper.
So do you think your point will be 9.4, between 9.3 and 9.4?
Yeah, I guess I'll just give it a 9.4.
There you go.
Also, one of them we forgot too is how'd you guys like how Robin was done?
She was great.
She's good.
She's sexy.
I forget her name, the witch's name.
Oh, geez.
Korean?
Korean?
Katie Seagal was. I was like, what the fuck? She always plays like iconic, like characters. She always gets them.
Every time I listen to her, I was thinking of Leela.
Yeah, I was thinking that too, Leela.
She killed it. I was worried because we were originally excited for Jamie Lee Curtis, but then when she got it, I was kind of worried. But after seeing her, I was like,
yeah, she played
it. She was so good.
Right?
She was so good.
She was brilliant.
I feel bad for Jamie Lee Curtis because I know she wanted to be there.
I know she wanted to, but she killed it.
She did.
Yeah.
I think, So anyway, we're gonna go into spoilers now. So if you don't want to watch this, hear the spoilers, then get off right now, and I'll tell you when to get back
Not
on.
even like, hey.
In 3, 2, 1. Okay, going to spoilers.
Do you want to crucify me first and get it out of your system?
So first of all, I don't think you knew this. So I didn't know who Dragon was.
Of course.
Oh,
and you're like, Dragon's like, because he's. I don't know. You guys were talking about something like, because he's Luffy's dad. I was like, what? I was like, wait. I was like, but I know that Ace is Goldie Rogers' dad. Because you guys already told that me anyway.
We screwed up.
And so I was like, wait a minute. It's like, then they can't really be brothers. It must be like a fraternal or like something thing.
Fuck.
And then when they said, oh, it's Sabo, and they said, yeah, that's the other brother. I'm like, okay, I guess they're all brothers.
Tú no sabes. episode.
Dude, we kind of screwed that up.
I mean,
So I didn't know
sorry.
any of that.
I'm sorry. That's
I
my
didn't say
bad.
anything.
I know you guys were all talking about it, and I don't know if it was you or Marv's. One of you said something about that, and I was like, because when Sabo came up, you had me, you rewind it. You're like, yeah, that is Sabo. I was like,
Sitting
that
there
is.
like, who the hell's
And then I
Sabo?
heard something about the brother. I'm like, wait, how are they? He's like, I was like, wait, that doesn't make any sense. I was like, because I thought maybe like Goldie Rogers had another child outside of like that he didn't know. Maybe that was why who was Luffy or that was Ace. Maybe he didn't know he had another child. But then when you told me that it was Dragon, is Luffy's dad, I'm like, oh, okay.
the excitement.
And then at the end, when they're like, we know him as Gold Rogers and not Goldie Rogers, like, so the D has something to do with
Son of a bitch. I am so sorry.
So I'm like, okay, so
you
it's
didn't watch it. No, it wasn't because that wasn't the very last episode. You
Well,
weren't
I
there.
wasn't there for
Yeah,
the-
no. That was in the last. They just like, but when they said that he's known as Gold Rogers, and it's like we know that that's how he's known, but he's Gold D Rogers. I'm like, so you have Monkey D Luffy, you have
Well,
Porter
they
D
mentioned that
Ace.
on the last episode, though.
No. I'm saying like
Just
when
connecting
I'm
dots.
connecting dots, I'm like,
Oh,
okay,
okay.
so like the fact that their initial of the middle name is D, there's something there because
You're
they're all
starting to get
connected.
it.
So that, but like I wouldn't have known that because I didn't know that Dragon was Dragon D something whatever. I can't remember his name, so I was like, oh,
Monkey D
See,
Dragon.
Monkey-
Monkey's the
Monkey,
last
yeah,
name.
sorry, Monkey D Dragon.
So that's the thing that I was referring to. Like for us, like it's like when somebody is watching Avengers Endgame and you were to go back in time and you see all the reference. Yes, this is amazing.
right, but but again,
But
like
then for
I would have
somebody-
never known that.
But I spoiled for my reactions.
Yeah,
and
I would have
feel
never
bad.
known
That's
that.
not fair to David, and I apologize. Unlike your brother, I'm admitting I fucked up. I'm not making an
So
excuse for my filler.
so I was just like,
Yeah, I
oh,
was like, wow.
it wasn't as bad when
I'm sorry.
It wasn't as bad when I found out that Buggy was the freaking Emperor. I still so pissed off at that.
Who
I was
told you
pissed
that?
off more at the fact, huh?
Who told you that?
No, we were watching the season 1. They were doing like questions. They were asking questions about the One Piece manga, and they asked who are the seven emperors right now.
The spoilers are supposed to be for the live action days, not spoilers for the manga. You need to stop.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll mute that. I'll mute this.
Now I know. Now he needs to say sorry.
It's okay. I'll mute it right now so you won't hear it.
Live action. Let's focus on live action.
You need to show your video apologizing to your fans, the viewers.
I messed up. like in freaking Spider-Verse, I messed up.
And you have little dunce hats every time we're doing it. Let's focus on the live action. How about that?
No, yeah.
Yeah,
So
so
live action.
Okay, so I gotta say, and going back into Chopper because I need to talk about Chopper.
He's adorable.
Dude. Those 2 episodes were holding. I was trying to my best to be composed. I was.
I was emotional.
It got
I was
really emotional.
emotional.
And
Yeah.
I told you guys, like, this is the part that if it doesn't make me cry, I'm not going to be happy. But it did make me cry so much. Oh, man, he went through a lot.
Man, my throat was getting that, like, you know, that
Yeah,
what do they
the
call
little
the dry like gulp when you're like emotional? You know what I'm talking about.
But yeah,
I have that. Yeah.
Looking at the comparison with the manga, with some of the shots in the anime was amazing.
great.
I will say that I'm still not a big fan of like episode 7 that it was all that long. I will say the ending was far better executed to me personally. Because again, I think the actual, I think my favorite part of the actual ending when you see the cherry blossoms and he starts crying was when Zoro picks him up and puts him on.
That was beautiful.
I was like,
Oh,
you know
I got
what?
chills when you said that.
I was like, you know what? That is awesome.
I got chills. Just him saying
And
that.
that's why, like, again, that's why, like, I there's all these moments that, like, to me was far better than what I
And
read.
something that I also recently.
Aren't you speed running it kind of too though?
Right now, no.
No, when you were though.
At that part, I was trying to figure out what was going on.
No, it's okay. I was just curious.
But I was gonna say on that particular episode,
7?
yeah, 7 because 8 is the last one, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, learning, rewatching the whole backstory made me Oh yeah, I was gonna say this. So when producers decided to bring Chopper, they were going to bring it more into more animorphic style. It's more like a natural creature, trying to make it into a reindeer for sure. But
So like Lion King,
kind of on all the step in, like, hey, you can't do this to my character. First of all,
he's cute.
think about he has to be cute. Think about us as a
He has to sell merch, right?
exactly. He basically said that.
I was actually confused
that's why
about
they
one part. I'll let you
They
finish. Sorry.
changed that. So I'm glad that the design is not like to the point of being creepy.
Hold
I
on,
think it has
we're only talking about the little Chopper right now.
okay, here's where it goes.
No, that freaking adult Chopper.
Here's the reason.
Dude, he looked freaking weird because it's just a live action actual person.
And that's where I kind of like decrease some points.
That lost me.
Yeah, exactly.
I was
Because
like,
being able to see that human Chopper with that face, with that voice,
And with the voice.
exactly. That,
He looked. Oh, it was nightmares,
so
man.
It took me like a bit to digest it, but at the same time, I can't understand why they have to go this way.
But the thing is, okay, as freaky as he looks, he does kind of look like the version from the manga.
He does look like the version,
that's
but
the-
it's creepy.
But it's creepy in live action.
And that's the point that I was like,
But they did it.
I was conflicted because yeah, it has to be like this, but really, but at the same time, it's like, well, it's a human form.
But it's so badly done. Like when we've had like good turtles, like Ninja Turtle movies. You know what it reminded me? And I told him as well. It reminded me of the Wizard of Oz, the fucking lion.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
It looked like that from the 30s.
Sure. And that's what I was thinking. Like,
Or
well,
whenever the year was for that. but
realistically
yeah.
speaking, if you were to put a human dressed as a chopper, sure, it fills the human form. And sure, you don't have to worry too much about CGI because it's actually a human, right? So
Honestly, it would have been great if they even just did the Sasquatch from the YouTube videos.
I know, right?
They could have just CGI'd the face a little bit.
A little bit.
Like
little bit.
that's my thing. The
There
face
was
is
even
what got
times
me.
when he is like throwing where you could see the suit muscles like
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
doing a weird warp
yeah,
bend.
yeah, and like I
That
said,
took me out a little
That
bit.
took me out a bit. I'm still trying to digest it. I hope
It
that
was a little much.
they do something else to fix it a little bit.
For season 3, right?
Yeah, right. But I do feel like if you were to remove that human form and just watch Chopper, the whole story from beginning to end, the way he interacted with the other members and all the struggles that he felt through, like, oh man, like
He has a tragic backstory.
It does.
I still think Robin's the worst, but
and the thing about this
But
too
regardless.
is that it's done
he's pretty
in
up
a
there.
newer animation per se, with the new style of Chopper. You know, Chopper had redesigned later on. I feel, he's a great character.
I had a question about Chopper because like I was so confused about his hat because when I read and I watched it, like I thought it was like a regular like hat, but they made it furry. But I know Chopper has other hats that he puts on,
Yeah.
so I know it's not part of his. It's not his
The
head.
felt hat. It's not.
I didn't know it was a felt hat.
you
I
see
didn't-
You wouldn't know in the manga it's a felt hat.
No, I'm just saying.
that's what I'm saying. That's why in the manga I didn't know it was a felt hat. So when I saw that, I was like, I was confused just at
I
that
think
point.
they made it a felt hat because it would look the most normal on him when he's
A toy.
CGI.
The live action?
When he's
Yeah.
CGI'd, yeah. But if it was just like a cartoon, it wouldn't be a felt hat. It would just be a normal.
That was the only part I was just kind of.
It
I was
just
also
makes
kind
sense
of.
live
Is it maybe too because somebody's going to get like, say if we got like Kara, like I bought her a Chopper, but if I get her a live action one, it'd be nicer if the hat's soft. Maybe that's why. I don't
and you
know.
can buy it now.
Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You
But
can buy
other-
that. You can buy the Chopper figure.
I actually
now.
thought the reindeer version of him was great too.
Yeah, it was good.
All the CGI was great. It's just when he put on the Wizard of Oz outfit was bad. But other than that, he's
I was
great.
gonna say all the CGI there was a couple of parts. If you,
Yeah.
like I feel like they need some work on the CGI.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, I think they did a
I'm
good job.
I think
worried-
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, no. You finish.
I was just going to add to it real quick. I was going to say the Luffy's punches and stretches were much better this
Yeah.
time.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's all I was going to say.
Now that we saw his puppet suit, basically his
His puppets, I go with that. I like that.
I'm worried. I'm scared to see his beast form because remember they teased.
They better
his
do that
balls.
live action.
They
I mean,
teased
that's
the
CGI and
gumballs.
creepy.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, he has the gumbos. Yeah.
His
Which you don't learn
Wendigo
about
form.
I saw that.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say, you
it's
didn't know
his
that.
Wendigo form.
Wait, did he use those during the fight in Drum Island, or did they change that?
No, he never used in the fight.
never used in the fight.
They're like,
not
you
until
have something.
Alabasta,
You have
right?
something in your backpack. He's like, oh look,
Something
and
like
it's
that,
a-
yeah.
What's that? It's a secret. And you're like,
Well, we know what they are, but I didn't know if he used them in the fight or not.
No, he didn't use them in the
'Cause
fight.
They changed quite a bit of different things.
Yeah.
yeah.
I will tell you
I want to
this.
see the Wendigo form.
I was reading some stuff about people that were watching and some complaints. Some of the complaints that these anime people have, I don't know why they had. So there was a
I agree.
complaint. There was a complaint about like, I can't believe they did Luffy like dirty. Like, how is it that he can't carry both Robin? I mean, sorry, both what was it? When he's
Nami?
carrying Nami,
Vivi
and then
and-
Nami, and then when
Sanji?
Sanji like falls, he grabs Sanji and picks him. He's like they did a disservice. Like he should have carried both of them. Like
What?
I was an actual honest
That's
criticism.
That's a bad take. That's a bad
Yeah,
take.
that's a bad
Yeah,
take.
and I was like, what's it gonna do with anything? Like, so he didn't carry them. Like,
Well, honestly, it makes it more emotional because not emotional, but impactful. It's like Sanji's strong. He's the freaking left wing of the freaking Pirate King in the future. He can climb that damn thing fine. And then having Luffy like carry Nami up there, it was more impactful because of like you go back to season 1. Think of it on a live action scale, not an anime scale. How he saved her in the Tangerine Village and everything, and now he's carrying her. Like the one thing is like I thought it was more meaningful that way. And then also it's just like when Sanji does fall and he grabs him by the head. I mean that was great because that was straight Luffy. But it was just it works better in a live action setting.
Yeah, so I felt like there were some other takes like that, and I was just like, why are you so upset about like they have to make changes? And I think the changes that they've done was better. But they had like the weirdest thing. But it's like there was these fans that they were just like so against like these changes, and I didn't understand why.
Can I just I want to get your guys. I'm sure you guys say same few, but I just want to rant on this for a sec.
Sure.
The bullshit with Vivi fucking pisses me the fuck off because they're saying she's race swap stuff. It's based on India and Egypt. She got the most bullshit hate online, and then she comes out and she kills it as Vivi.
Well, it's
Alabasta. It was based on Egyptian lore.
Well, and that's what I say. Like,
Oda cast and picked her.
It goes to the point.
I'm pissed off about how much hate she got. Sorry, I just had the rant.
No, you're right.
It pisses me off.
You're 100% sure. And something that people have to realize, and something that we actually encounter every time somebody gets cast, there are going to be complaints. Right? And it kind of sucks. Some of them are pretty valid, like Snape. I don't think that actually plays a purpose. But when it comes to Vivi, I agree.
That was Hermione too.
Let's talk about Hermione.
True. But like this one wasn't like a race swap for a race swap. This one was her race is just like Zoro's Japanese.
Right.
Sanji's supposed to be like French.
I would say
what I'm saying they're picking us.
I would say that the I would say correction that he did is because now it actually fits to what he said she was supposed to be. Again, they're going based off what they saw.
Manga.
Well, I disagree with that because Usopp is more darker,
right? But
Vivi in the again I don't know about the manga covers or whenever there's an actual like color art, but at least in the anime they didn't make her that way. Now again, I don't know. I just don't think Oda was like very involved at that point. I don't know. But again, they never like corrected or made her darker. Not saying that, and so when people. They still shouldn't have got mad because if Oda has said that they're supposed to be based off this, that's fine. Now this again is a more correct version, accurate version to Oda's vision.
Well, the thing is, like with Usopp, like he's not really shaded or colored in current manga.
Or
no. But I'm.
No, when Brooks shows up as well too, people were thinking like he was going to be white as well.
Right.
He's a lighter.
I was just talking about manga. Like he hasn't been like coloring like shading of different characters.
Right,
forever.
but I mean but he does he ever do like color illustrations like
the cover page?
Cover pages. So like again in the cover pages when he colored was Vivi on any of them?
Right, but hold on. I got to stop for a sec because that also goes in the same effect of like Luffy's always supposed to be like South American.
He's a little bit darker. He's not white. He's not Vivi white or pink or whatever.
But Inaki, right? He's Mexican, but Luffy's technically Peruvian.
Yeah,
Brazilian, but I love it.
No, it's not as Peruvian.
No, Brazilian.
Brazilian. Okay. My point is, I'm saying is he's not also making, but he's always visioned Luffy like that, and he's never colored in Luffy either. He's always been white as well. But that's all my point is. Right. So like to the fairness of like Vivi, that also applies to the main character too. That's all I was saying.
When it comes to anime in general, they don't basically show that much color. There's a lot of topic on that because like.
All I'm just trying to say is Oda has always envisioned Luffy being whatever, but Brazilian. But my point is he's not shading the main character like that, but he's always known that since day one. Like it's supposed to be the whole world.
Right, but I'm saying to be consistent. If he were to say that, if they were to take notes from Oda, be like, oh, this girl is based off this. Yeah, I don't color her that way, but she needs to be this color, this thing, or whatever. Then they could have been like, oh, okay, let's not make her super white. Let's make her darker because that is what Oda Sensei said.
But that's the same argument with Luffy. That's my point.
But Luffy again, that same thing. They should have done that from the beginning. And my thing is like that they didn't do that. And again, I'm not saying that what the people are saying are right because they're not. They're stupid about
that's
being
my
that. That's but I'm like, but the anime didn't do it any better. I guess with the coloring because they could have made it to Oda's vision and where they're from.
I mean, you can say a thing about when Robin shows up.
Well, she's Russian,
right? But initially in the anime, she looks a lot darker.
But again, the whole thing is like they're darker, They could have made them correctly, but again, I don't know why in the anime they made her
But the
super
people
white.
are arguing against like this
It's
is Oda's
about
stuff, and it's like
Right.
no,
Yeah.
Oda's picking the cast choice.
Yeah.
And you're
Right.
arguing against the creator, so
Yeah.
you get.
They got
It's like
nothing
you
to say.
can't keep arguing and say you're right because you're arguing against the creator.
He gets to say whatever he wants.
He has the final
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
People should respect that.
That's all. I'm just saying. Vivi being like, regardless, like her being Egyptian or Indian or whatever, any of those things, because Alabasta is not based just Egypt. It's based on India/Egypt.
Right, but they have a darker.
I mean,
They have
think about
dark skin.
weather
Darker skin.
So
conditions
when
and
she
all
got
that,
picked
yeah.
like that, it's like, yeah, that's going to work when they go to Alabasta. That's going to work.
Yeah.
So it's like it's fine. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? But whatever.
It is weird.
Whatever. It's whatever. I just wanted to complain because there's been a lot of hate online for her as that actress.
Yeah, they shouldn't.
And that was, I just want to have a rant about that because
Yeah.
I just feel it was unfair. I thought she did brilliant, and it really did feel like when we go to Alabasta, that's the type of people we'll
I'm
see.
excited for the Alabasta.
Yeah, I think everybody is. Sorry about that.
Watch
Just
the
don't
all
wanna
white.
rant.
I'd be
would
like,
be funny.
I'd be
That
funny.
would be
Like,
funny.
where's you got your whiteness you guys wanted
That'd be funny. You're
in a desert?
I'll stop ranting. on
Whatever.
that, though. Sorry
There'll
about
probably
that.
be at least one white character in the.
There's South Africa has full of whiteys.
Like the people are going to complain for some.
Well, I mean, there are people who can immigrate to other places of the
Yeah,
world, so it
yeah.
doesn't really matter. It's just
I was going to say
What?
something that I also want to
Shut
point
up.
out.
No, I'll say whatever I want.
I want to talk about Zoro. He's okay. I think they're episode 3 or 4. I remember he had to kill 100 guys. He actually rehearsed and he actually trained to hit all 100 people. That's a lot of commitment. He spent like over 2-3 weeks practicing for that performance.
Really, that's cool.
He broke his finger and he still performed
Really?
all of the He was mentioning some. I was reading some of the interviews.
That's cool.
He looks weird as a blonde.
Dude, that
don't
commitment,
like it.
The green works.
Yeah, the green words.
that commitment for sure. Like McKenzie, he's definitely doing a good job when it comes to. That fight.
Oh, he's a huge, yeah. Honestly, though, like that whole fight scene, that's a thing about like the manga difference, right? Is like that's where Luffy first fights Zoro, but we didn't
And
have that scene.
I will say that's
yeah.
my big complaint. I did want him to fight.
I didn't actually.
I didn't.
I did. I like
forgot
that.
about it.
I like
forgot
that
about
fight.
that.
Because, I mean, I didn't like how it ends because it's Nami that like comes up and like stops him. I think if I remember correctly, I might be wrong, but I was like, but I wanted them to kind of be like
Have some tension.
have some tension. I do like the tension when they have it.
Fair.
I know there'll be
But they're
more
both
tension.
hard asses or whatever. Yeah.
So I wish there was something like that. There was a little bit less. I will say I think one of my other biggest complaints has to be, again, I praise them for making Luffy not OP, but I feel
Yeah.
like they made Zoro too weak.
Really?
I feel like
they made him too powerful and Luffy looks weak.
no,
Wait.
I think they made him. I made him feel, especially like in the drum fight, in the Drum Island fight.
Oh, Zoro?
Zoro.
Well, to be fair, too, that's one thing. Actually, that's kind of a complaint I have on the show is I understand why they did it, but Wapol doing the whole like giving his henchmen like the Power Rangers thing. I
was like,
I didn't like
and
that.
to make him like so much strong that Zoro has to have like,
and he's struggling.
yeah, I was like, I didn't like that.
It's like, dude, this isn't Mihawk. Oh, speaking of Mihawk, though, I
God.
actually really liked that they gave Zoro his inner monologue of him like.
That was
his,
good.
it's like a mental samurai training where
Yeah.
he's like thinking of him being there and what he would say.
He's still fighting with his little dagger.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
but I actually thought that was brilliant writing. I really liked
That was
that.
another choice. They actually replaced
Good
the
choice.
fight with Luffy and Zoro, and they did the Mihawk instead to replace that.
Good. It
That
was
a
great.
good choice.
Really good choice.
So I gotta say, that also played a part on that as well.
yeah.
Yeah,
But anyway, I wish that they showed that that Zoro's trained, like they made him super strong. But again, because they powered up the Drum Island soldiers, it just made him not look as strong.
True.
And I didn't like that.
They also changed the Wapol thing with his henchmen instead of them being like combining.
Yeah.
They also
Yeah.
made them two separate things, which actually worked. I mean, I wasn't complaining about that because it was kind of a cool concept to see Sanji and Chopper kind of develop. They're going to have to learn how to be a teammate, and they kind of learned at the end. That was great.
They did it with with Sanji and Zoro in the first season, which I wish they got more of that. But again,
Yeah.
it's just there's not enough times when they're together that they actually fight. Like again, I was
Those are some
hoping
of the best scenes.
I was hoping that there'd be a change in Little Garden where Sanji will eventually start fighting with Zoro at one
Me
point.
too. Yeah.
But they didn't do it. They stuck more to the manga, which again was fine. I know that you guys have
they're
told me,
highlight moments.
but I know you've told me that they really don't fight. Like together like they did, and so I want to see more of that because I
have
do like
moments
Do
together.
you like the chemistry, right?
yeah.
They
That's
have
fair.
moments together that are
Point.
really sick. That's about it.
Well, I thought they did a really good job with like the dinosaur thing, and I liked
that
at the
was
very
good.
end when he's just like, "So how'd you like cooking the the
That's I killed.
dinosaur?"
You mean the
Yeah.
one I killed?
Like the
You
one I
killed no
killed.
one.
And then Zoro kind of smirks, like even though they hate each other, they give each other respect, and like how like Zoro kept calling the waiter all the time, then he
Yeah.
keeps calling him Moss Head, like his famous line.
That's so good.
I thought those were great little touches and just seeing those respects. But speaking of the Straw Hats, again, Nami stole it for me, right? But what was really beautiful is like when she's sick, and then like Luffy asks, "Is it okay if I take you up on the island? If I take you up on this mountain, like kind of like we can die? You
Yes,
try?"
with consent.
And she's just like,
up.
she's just like, she's like, "I'll follow you, Captain." Like, I mean, it shows the growth from season 1 to where we're at now, and like even like where. She kind of has a similar Robin story. I'm not going to get to spoilers because of him, but it's that trusting of people and friendship that like Nami's just been on her own.
Yeah.
And to see where she's like looking at Sanji, like, "Oh, you really care about me?" He's like, "Obviously," and he's crying. Like, it goes to show like how much the crew, and like even Zoro's just like when he sees she's sick, like he's a man of few words, but he's like, "Yep, let's go."
Not to
Like
get-
it's just beautiful. Like it's what makes the show so special is that crew, and to see Nami's growth was beautiful.
And something that I want to add there is when they go up and Sanji talks to Nami
about his backstory.
Which was crazy. I was
Yeah.
wondering how far he's going to get into
I know,
that.
I
I'm not
know.
going to spoil because he's here,
Yeah, I
but
know,
it gives subtle hints of what makes
Yeah.
his story unique because we haven't really you've gotten a good idea of his backstory with the leg situation and then, like how he meets Zeph and all that.
Yeah.
But obviously
but
there's a
there's
bigger
more
story
to it,
there,
yeah.
and it changed a lot of people to where Sanji became a lot of people's like favorite backstory because you'll learn eventually, but there's some subtle hints there, and it was beautiful.
You know
Very
what I
good.
like too is how they incorporated Luffy being a more approachable, more thinking like a leader.
Yeah.
Sooner
Tone
than
him
later.
down a bit.
So
I agree.
So when they get to Drum Island and then like Vivi gets shot and then Luffy's about ready to throw hands to break down stuff, she's like, "No, we have to be like this. This is how leaders do it." And
That
he's
was
like-
amazing.
And he like you could just see like, "Oh, I'm a captain. I can't just be running doing stupid shit all the time." So like he bows with her, and then that's when you see that change. Like he's becoming more of a leader. That's why yes, Nami like, "Hey, can we do this?" Like it just shows that because he starts
There's a
becoming more
grow
of-
as a character in the anime.
because he starts acting more like a leader or thinking more like a leader
Early on.
later in the anime when it's
Or after the specific death.
no not then, it's before that too, but
Are you talking about the Usopp stuff?
yes,
Okay.
But
But,
that's
anyway,
what-
I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
but
But
that's when it
there's a
becomes
certain
more-
part when it's like, wake the hell up.
yeah,
And the
that's
people
what they did
around
it
him
earlier,
tell him,
and
like,
I like
hey.
that. I like how they did it way earlier, and I like this better on that.
I do
So
too. I like that growth
appreciate
for
it.
him quicker.
It makes the statement from Nami that when they ask like, "Why do you follow Luffy?" and he's like, "He's just different." Like
She's like, you'll figure it out.
it
You'll
makes
see.
it makes it again. This is why I mean my hot take is that's why I prefer this over the other two because it makes it more believable
Just
of
so you
why
guys
they
know,
follow
he
Luffy.
hasn't gotten through Skypiea, just so you understand where Dave's at. That's why he has.
Well,
It's a
It's
no.
not-
It's,
at
no,
least,
it-
yeah.
it's fair for where you're at. It's fair. It is.
but what
absolutely fair.
I'm saying is like is it makes it more believable why they're following this goofy straw hat wearing dude because
Call him an
of
idiot.
what he
Everybody calls
does.
him an idiot.
But of what he does, like of how like not just motivated, but just how what's the word? How dedicated he is
Well, they
to
have,
his crew member.
They have to speed up the process because once again, it's
No,
live
that's what he's
action.
like.
But that's what I'm saying.
That's
Like,
what he's
like it's not like because in the manga as of right now, he's so like airheaded, so airheaded. I'm like, I don't care that he saved. Like, I would not follow this guy. Thank you. I owe you my life. I'm not gonna go on that ship with you. He's just so airheaded. But in this one, again, the tone is different. The tone is more serious. So they're giving
No,
Luffy
serious.
more of that.
They're giving us the end game Luffy early.
Yeah, which
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thoroughly
I like that a
enjoy.
lot. I like that. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
I like
like,
the
if
change.
they
And
did
again,
wrap
that
up
makes
sooner, they
yeah.
have
So
to.
that makes it that when people follow him, like I 100% agree. I would follow him too for how he is.
I get you.
He's a
I get
goofball, but
When
he's
shit
serious.
hits, yeah.
He's always there to count
Yeah,
to count on.
You're right. Like he'll die for his friends. He's always there. He will never give up, and he will drop everything to be there for you. You know, one thing though is like there's a really This is a part I didn't like in the live action compared to the anime that really kind of bothered me.
What
I
up?
did not like the execution scene when Buggy's about to execute him. That smile came off creepy and fucking weird. It was weird. In the anime, it's perfect.
I also didn't like...
It's subtle to where he just does the Roger smile. You get the flashback, and it's epic. But this one, he's just like...
Well, it's because
like, no.
They made like the whole thing with the seawater handcuffs. Like,
Yeah.
it affected him so much. It made him loopy. It kind of...
Yeah, it was like a drug. It's like, that's not how they work.
Yeah, it's supposed to just make him like...
but
He
they had
can't
to
use his
change it a
powers,
bit.
and he's like feels...
Yeah,
I wish it was raining.
I agree.
Nighttime's cool, but I wish it was raining.
Then the lightning bolt would be more realistic, but not at the
It
same
really
time.
felt like out of nowhere, like... Because I could watch him, like, I swear it was raining, and it makes sense that there's a lightning bolt. But, like, there was no indication of anything about that. So it...
Well, no, you do see the storm appear over the island immediately. You do see that, and that's
'Cause
when we got excited because we knew, like, like we know that, you know, who's coming. It did show the storm because it almost kind of hinted at, like, because I'll tell you right now, we still don't know his power. We don't know Dragon's power. But this was extremely...
Exactly.
The theories people have had, it pretty much just fucking told
It's
you.
like, it feels like it's 95%
Accurate now.
Yeah. So
But I agree. Like the rain would have been. Yeah, I agree with Dave. Like the rain would have been amazing, especially on a visual level, right? Like dramatic level.
Yeah.
And like see Luffy like go down. He's about to be executed. Lightning's going. Like I agree with you.
Yeah.
That would have been better.
Before we end, I want to talk about
sorry.
this. No, because we're going super long.
Oh.
Crocodile.
Oh, I was gonna bring that up.
So I will say my biggest complaint about Crocodile, I wish, because they made the announcement like, oh, he's Crocodile, right? The guy, and I was like, oh man, they're gonna introduce him super, like he's gonna show up, like, nope, last like minute and a half, like, oh,
I think it was worth it. I think it was good.
I mean, he looked great.
He
but
looks
like,
great.
I would have wanted more of him. Like, here, put an example. Even if they would have showed a little bit more, Robin wasn't there all the time, but every time she was there, like we're like glued. Like every time she had a scene and she talked, like we were like glued.
He almost had
it
it
great.
Yeah,
I could would have like what we got was Robin. A little bit was Crocodile.
Crocodile only had a little bit more time more than the dragon dude. That's like that to me. That's like and to make such a big deal about his casting, I was like
It's like
that kind of
you could have just waited out for season and have that be a fun reveal, and then we'll just get him in season 3.
Well, the same thing will be with Ace.
Well, yeah, we predicted we failed on a prediction.
I
we
know.
all assumed we'd see at least an Ace, maybe a back of like his, the white beard tattoo or something.
But again, I was thinking that would be more probable if they started showing Crocodile a little bit more.
Right, but then they didn't.
Yeah, so I was like,
we're not going to see Ace. Yeah,
that
I was expecting like maybe even just some fire before the credits go, just
Or like
something
a
stupid,
hat shot or something. I don't know,
a hat
man.
shot, a silhouette, something.
I mean, they talk so I was like, they could have done something, but nah.
They did mention Blackbeard, which I was surprised they name dropped that very early.
Yes, they did.
They also mentioned Jinbei as well too.
One thing before we quit, nobody's really talked about it. How'd you guys feel about Dory and Bragi? Because those are fan favorites.
Great.
How'd you guys feel?
That episode was all the Easter
That was like
eggs.
one of my favorite episodes.
All
actually.
the Easter eggs that you actually get to see there. Like,
Oh,
if you
bro, the
I'm covering you this
the
time.
funeral part, because that's when she does her little fire thing for.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But
that
like
was
all
cool.
of the props and everything was insanely
How'd you
cool.
feel about Dory and Bragi?
Yeah.
They themselves were good. I kind of was not liking the Mr. Three's like power, like the way they do the waxing. Again, the anime makes it very different, and the manga does it different. The way that it
Wax on, wax off.
Yeah,
that was the name of the
but
episode.
like again, I understand why, but it looked kind of weird because then you see like these spots of wax, like him, like
It was kind of weird,
I was
right?
like, that's kind of
Wait, who's a creepy little girl? Because by the way, that was way better in the
was
live
good.
action.
She
She
was
was
good.
creepy as shit.
It's Wednesday or Miss Gold Week.
Golden Week. Miss Golden Week.
Dude, she was like basic, but like some people, I've heard some complaints of the fan base that did not like her because she's actually a really good person and helps cheer people up and helps keep their dreams going. This one, no. Flip the switch. She's a psycho killer, has these creepy dolls, and it was a good way to make Luffy, which because it's just basic anime trope like Goku or anybody that show up at the end game. She did a good way of keeping Luffy held down to where he couldn't save his crew, and how she kept drawing the things on him. Dude, I'm serious. Like, she was a highlight for me. She was so cool.
So another thing that I
Good
also
villain.
wanted to mention,
Yeah.
that they actually have a character be one of the Baroque. I'm trying to remember. She doesn't appear in the manga, but it appear in the.
Are you talking about with the fighting Smoker?
Correct.
Yeah, because remember, we don't. You should remember this. Tashigi and Smoker, you just know that they go and defeat some Baroque works. Remember?
Yeah, you don't see
it.
But they actually
This was
added.
awesome.
So that
dude,
was
how he kills her.
But you know what? You could
yes, you
Oh, with the
100%.
baseball?
yeah, with the baseball, and he's like, and even though the jokes were so corny, where he's just like enough baseball jokes.
Yeah.
And Oda's a big baseball guy.
Oh,
Obviously,
smoker.
I mean, yeah,
design,
Luffy
too.
when he's wearing his baseball outfit.
That's right. You can buy it now.
I don't care.
But that was
No,
a
it's
great
like they-
scene for Smoker and Tashigi, right?
Yeah.
To have them fight and see that Broke Works. That was
Yeah, that was pretty.
a good
that was-
detail.
That was
Yeah.
an enhancement of this. Like adding
that was
a
an
little more.
enhancement of the manga.
Correct,
yeah.
correct,
That was
correct.
much better.
So-
I think one of my favorite what was when on Little Garden when Sanji's fighting. What is it, Mr. Number 13? No, what is it? The cat.
Oh,
Miss
God.
Friday,
That was hilarious.
The
Are
honor
you guys
and the-
laughing? I
Because
was
that
loving
again,
that.
that was the part you see comes like, oh, you got me fucking kidding me, and he runs. I was like, he's like, let me put you on hold.
Yeah, he puts Crocodile on hold. That was actually one of my favorite comedic scenes of
was
the
great.
scene. Was
Yeah,
them.
it was-
He just gets going back and forth. You see him like and you
He's
jump
getting
on
stabbed.
something.
And I'm like, then he's not gonna kill the kid. Like, oh, yep, the cat's dead.
Yeah, he kills the cat.
And then you failed to kill me. It's like,
Yeah, he has a machine
And
gun.
Crocodile's
Like, you
super
fucking kidding
pissed.
me?
I gotta say,
I love how you see the flamingo, whatever, is like just dead there outside of the vulture. Yeah, I was just like,
And
oh,
it's
that
not a
was so
cat, it's a
funny.
freaking otter.
I thought it was a
It
cat.
was an otter. Yeah,
That's why
yeah.
he has a siege
But it's
to-
hilarious.
Yeah, it's funny.
I was
oh,
laughing my
even like
ass
when
off.
they do the drawings of the characters, when the other was holding up the I guess the sketches of Luffy, Zoro, and I think who was it? Usopp? No,
Usopp doesn't have one yet.
it was Luffy, Nami,
And
and
Sanji?
Zoro.
Zoro, yeah.
And they have like the accurate designs drawn by I think Oda draw them on the sketches.
Did you see the sketches?
I'm not sure I'm following the scene. I'm sorry.
So on that particular fight, right before the other shows out,
Oh, he's looking at their files.
At the files, right? and their sketches, and their Oda sketches. Yeah.
Sketches.
they
That's
look
actually really cool.
Yeah, I gotta say, like, I'm like, really happy
Live
that they were
action's
able
so
to do
good.
the action shit. More shows should follow this. So that's one, like, I'm hopefully optimistic when it comes to Champloo.
I hope so too.
I do hope that
They
this-
should learn something from
right,
this.
right. Embrace the weirdness, like how crazy it
Embrace
is,
how weird it is, right?
and yeah, just trying to be a good story and trying to get a casting that plays the part because I think that's very
People that
essential.
are passionate.
Exactly.
Because I think knowing that the cast is so passionate is what really helps.
I heard that Nami was the most passionate one.
Oh, she is. She's the
She
most.
even like fought to have the miniskirt. People
Yeah.
didn't want. She like this is for the fans. I hate the
so was
fan
the bikini. So was the
service.
I didn't
bikini
bring
scene.
that.
I know. All
I
our
saw
eyebrows
that.
raised on that.
I was like,
whoa.
sad thing about that though, which I didn't like, is I guess people on Twitter or something, or I don't remember. They made it so she looks like the Nami of like the time skip,
Oh my god.
like the big boobs, and they're like, this is how we wanted Nami to look like.
Dude, she's hot as hell.
Yeah.
These are
Fans are just-
these are virgin dwellers that are just whacking it to some freaking creepy shit.
Yeah, so they made her hair longer and like they enhanced her from what I've
Dude,
heard.
no,
so.
she's beautiful. She looks hot as hell. She worked her ass off for that body. She cared about it with the fans. Screw them.
Yeah.
Emily, and again, telling you, Emily was my MVP. Usopp was yours. MVP for me was Nami this season. So
Oh, there was
them.
one final thing. It didn't
Third
work
one.
very well. Final thing, I forget the name of his move where he spins.
oh, that was cool. Yeah,
I didn't like it.
you don't like it?
No, I think it took too long. I was like,
This
it
guy.
kind of it took me out of it. Like I think it shouldn't have been so long.
Okay.
Like if he would have just gone, and then, I think would have been better. That's my only thing.
Alright.
Okay.
So again,
looking
it's
forward-
it's like an anime thing that again they leaned into it, but to me it just didn't hit.
You know, based on that one that maybe you could say maybe worked better if you did think that is how I really liked how their dynamic took down Wapple, where Sanji put his foot out and then like you could tell like they've been working on probably dumb moves on the ship because they're idiots.
Yeah,
But
like
just how he
again-
put his foot out and then he pulls and then hits them. Like that was cool. That worked.
Yeah, it was different. I was like, oh.
It's like, yeah, that makes sense. That's probably what those idiots are doing on the ship half the time, just doing stupid name moves.
Yeah, pretty
Like
much.
even season 1, right? Where
Yeah.
he says this, all great warriors call out their moves, and Zora's like, yeah, you're going to fit in. So,
That was
anyway.
great. That was great. Yeah, I do want more stuff like that. The next thing I would like the Jackie Chan Adventures live action adaptation.
But Jackie Chan will play the uncle.
There you go. That would be
One
great.
more thing.
I would love to have that.
Who played Jackie Chan then?
The kid from Karate Kid.
No, I don't want him to be. He's too young.
Yeah, he's way too young.
Give it like a couple of years.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, he'll get there.
No, but what if Jackie Chan's not alive?
Don't you put that juju in the universe.
Well, why does he want him to wait so long?
He needs to go older.
Why does it have to be him?
Why are
He can grow a beard,
Okay,
okay?
give me who? Give me a number.
I don't know.
No.
He can grow a beard. Unless he's going to be like Tom Holland where he looks 18 for 10 years.
It's true.
I don't know.
By the way,
Also, be careful. That trailer supposed to come out next week.
Oh,
Apparently, it's been leaked online somewhere. Mr. probably could find it on
probably
Twitter.
already seen it on X.
No,
No, he could find it on X,
I
but
don't have X anymore. I got rid of Twitter.
I said he could find it on X. I'm not saying you do have it. He probably
got
knows
rid
how
of
to
it,
find.
so I don't know.
I don't. Oh my God.
I'm just telling you now that
I'm not saying that
now that his could is just it doesn't.
He still
work
could
anymore.
find it. Diego was a master at X.
when you saw the spoilers about a year or so ago when we talked, you saw what Tony Chopper looked like. Was that real or was that a fake leak where you couldn't find that post anymore?
I think it was a fake.
Remember that? It was at work. Was that real or was it fake?
I want to say it was close to real because the eyes were just a bit bigger in the fake.
Okay.
But I mean, you can't. I mean,
Just
I'm
wanted to
glad they
know.
did it this way, and it looks way good. So for whoever that fake had it, they did it pretty damn well. So I'm not upset with it.
Okay.
Okay. Alrighty, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Actually, for how long you went, I might actually split this into two. I'll just split this into part one with all the news, and the other one just the One Piece.
It was a big week for anime.
It was.
It was. And we're getting more.
Yeah.
Remember Spider-Man?
Spider-Man, Mario's coming.
We got more fun things to talk about.
Boys, yeah, there's a lot.
Yep, that's true.
So I'm looking forward to
JoJo.
that. JoJo. It's coming next week.
Anyway, guys, remember you can watch this first on YouTube. If you want to listen to it on your podcast places, you can. Spotify, Podomatic, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, wherever you listen to your podcast. Remember to follow us on all our social media accounts. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, @Chibino Podcast, capital C, capital N, capital P. Thank you much for watching. We'll see you next time. This is David the Smash Fan.
Mister.
Japper.
Miles, your tech guy.
And this is Chibino Podcast, guys. We out. Whoops.